I'm feeling.
The broadcast is live.
Welcome to the Late Sesh.
Hey,
Oh
that's my
man, he's
line.
getting cocky now.
He is
Skillo.
just fucking
He's
starting
just
to take it
jumping.
over from you.
I beat you to it. I mean,
he's
I saw the
he's-
hesitation in your eyes, and I said,
He's
you know,
made
I'm
my
just gonna
introductions superfluous, folks.
Go for it. I won't be
What?
using the big words like that.
Superfluous.
Can you spell that?
Yes,
Are we having a spelling bee
what
tonight?
Syphilis said.
I hope not.
I'll-
I
It's
said
spelling bee.
superfluous, not
Hard.
syphilis. It's not the same thing.
Syphilis.
Syphilis, superfluous. I mean,
Yeah,
it's kind of in the
two
wheelhouse.
very different things.
Or just you didn't care about the weight.
If you have syphilis, you will become superfluous.
Very quickly.
What's going on, everybody? It's Monday night. It's 11:01. The coffee is made. The joints are rolled. The dabs are being set up. And sequence judges all.
I had some coffee the other day.
I should have made coffee.
Should have made coffee, man.
The
I
other
just
day.
had. I actually
I
burnt
had
my
some on
tongue
Saturday.
on some hot chocolate, but I'd already downed that.
You burnt your mouth on it?
Just my tongue.
Oh,
Just a tip.
Just the tip.
That's terrible.
it's the important part.
It'll be all right. It's the part that gets the most damage. It heals up faster.
There you go.
Well, we went for a wonderful adventure on Friday night. Becca had a birthday on Thursday. Celebrate Becca's birthday. Happy birthday, Becca. If everybody
Happy
throw some
birthday, Becca.
clouds Becca's
Happy
way.
birthday.
Thanks.
Happy
Presents and all the
48th
fun.
birthday.
Becca
Yeah,
turned 48
48.
this past couple days.
And it was an
Yeah.
adventure.
Right now.
I don't know how much you.
I mean,
I
did you
think
get
we
those
should
new
tell the
Centrum-
whole
did you get the new
story.
Centrum Silver pills, you know what I mean? And help with the osteoporosis that's sure to be
We don't
coming
have to
on.
give too much detail.
Dude.
But I'll tell you
If it
what.
gets
Right,
if it gets too
fitting.
quiet around the dinner table, you can always be real still and real
Well,
quiet.
we had a
Listen
nice-
to her
we had-
arteries harden.
We had a nice fancy kickoff. We were at Prime and Proper for some nice drinks, you know, and
Ooh,
in Detroit.
yeah, downtown Detroit, and
nice.
we were
Red,
with.
what'd you have to drink, Red?
I had a nice old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Ooh.
I had an old fashioned with some. I believe I had some Buffalo Trace bourbon with the old fashioned.
What'd you have, Becca?
Delicious.
I had a glass of wine, and the glass was like
I thought you were going to
this
say
big.
water.
Yeah.
I thought you I had a
favorite.
glass of water.
Maybe I should have. No.
Red
It's one of those
wine?
places where they bring like
It was white.
like sparkler
wine.
candles out for your birthday and stuff, and they're more like Roman candles than sparklers. And so we're
It
out
was
with
late. It was like late dinner, kind of dinner drink.
their burger.
And my mom was there, and my stepdad, and a couple of my friends.
So it was about 6 of us.
6
Nice.
total.
6 total.
We were kind of sitting separately. You know, some people were at the bar, and then we had like a little clamshell table. Here you go.
And your mom met some friends. Your
My mom met some
mom
friends.
met some friends.
And somehow these friends talked my slightly intoxicated mother into going to a strip club.
Legend.
So we got in her car, all 6 of us.
All 6 of us
Did
crammed in the
you
back
guys-
seat of her car, guys.
Did you stop and
And
get
made
ones
it
first
rain?
or later?
We don't know how this
they had 'em
happened.
there. Don't
They're
worry.
like
They had
you
quarters
guys can
instead.
follow us. We're like, we're walking. They're like, well, just get in.
Get
And
in.
we're like,
And my mom would not let us just walk. She
yeah.
made us get in the car.
yeah, everybody was taking up all of the seats in the car, and Becca and I were kind of standing out there and like, I don't think we're gonna fit. And then all of a sudden everybody was like, it's a clown car, come on in. And so
It's a party car, baby.
we loaded a couple ladders and couches and things like that into this car. And
Did it
we
look like a
made our
Shriners
way-
event when you pulled up?
made our way to Legend. I imagine something like that. It smelled of cannabis and fez hats. And
Wet wool.
This was my first time ever being to a strip club.
Now, see, you're
Oh,
usually
you should
you're usually
And
so.
you did with your mom. How wonderful.
And my
Right?
stepfather. Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
mind
wow.
you, I've only hung out with her mom and stepdad a couple of times.
Wait,
okay?
wait,
The ho-
Red,
the
this
ma-
is
the
not
major
even- this
holidays.
is-
No.
Yeah, this is not even top 10 of your weirdest adventures, so
Not
you can't
even
even
close,
you can't
no.
even start to complain here.
Okay,
No.
you're absolutely correct about this. So I wasn't phased. I wasn't very phased at all.
I was.
Becca was slightly phased.
I
Before
bet,
the
man. That
pod.
would've been, I would be very phased if I had to go into a strip club with my
Legend
mom or my
is
dad.
the
let
most
alone both.
mild, well-mannered, well-behaved strip club I've ever been in. Now, I haven't gone into a lot of strip clubs, okay, but it's
I was just gonna say,
definitely
what are
no
we
deja
basing this
vu.
on, Red? Is this your vast experience?
Everybody was
He's
telling
our
me that it
connoisseur
was
on the
super
panel.
Yes.
Super mild.
mild.
A peep show connoisseur.
There was very little nipple.
Oh, and somebody.
Did you get? Wait a minute. Did
Somebody
Red
What
get
brought
kind of
gooched?
strip club is that?
No.
Very
Yeah,
little nipple.
Very little nipple. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of
Red.
bikinis and things.
Did you
like
get
this. Little-
gooched?
Lots of bush, no nipple.
I did not get
practically was,
gooched,
man.
but Becca
Becca,
may or may
welcome
not
to
have
the
almost
Gooch Club.
gotten a little gooching. So we've narrowed it down. We believe that we got hustled by a promoter, potential promoter, who was just hanging out at Prime and Proper of all places, you know, where some people who may or may not be spending a couple $1,000s on drinks might be hanging out and then possibly making their way over to the strip club to spend a few more $1,000s. Kind of picked the wrong crowd for a couple $1,000s at the strip club, but you know what I mean? It's still a great time to pull the right people, because I don't know what we were going to do. We were going to end up finding a different bar to go harass the staff at. And instead, we made our way to this one where we kind of had to be gentle, right? You get kicked out of strip clubs very easily.
Oh, I know.
What was the name of that? So it's right next to St. Andrews.
Do you?
Right next to it's the beard, though. The beard. You can't tickle with your beard, man. You have to
I
keep
mean,
your
fucking
beard
butt.
tied
You
back.
can't even fucking make contact at all.
Oh,
I got
the
a
women
lap
sure
dance.
could make
I got
contact
a
with
lap
each other.
dance, and I didn't know what to do. I was like,
I felt
have
a
to.
slight double
You have
standard there.
to.
There was a slight double standard there because the women were
Yeah.
awfully handsy with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do whatever pretty much. And as a matter of fact, a lot of times they'll pull your ass up on stage and stuff and like do stuff. And then the next thing you know, you're like nips to the wind and in front of everybody. And then you had no intentions of that happening. A friend told me that once.
And this is how most women
A
begin to
friend.
feel comfortable.
Frontal.
Just a friend.
it was an interesting time, but fun.
Definitely a fun time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was interesting.
That is
I
interesting to go with your mother.
That's just.
got
I mean, my
the-
mom is very young. She had me when she was 18, so she's not too much older than a lot of people I know. So she's just hanging out.
her mom and I have less than a decades of age difference, but
That's
aside from
okay.
that, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it's just funny.
That runs in my
Yeah.
immediate family, anyways. The
Well-
shout out Daddy Red and Mama Red.
He
for that.
throws Daddy Red under the bus real casually there.
Daddy Red's
But
only
your parents are the same amount apart as we are.
a little more. My parents are like 13 years apart,
Oh, I thought they were just 11.
and her and I are 11 years. Well, at the moment we're like 10 years apart. In a couple of weeks we'll be back up to 11 years apart.
Right, it's always the same amount.
Well, yeah,
Just trying to do it
I'm
by
just
year.
going by the number thing.
Literally
you know?
always the same
Yeah.
amount.
Yeah.
So changes.
It's gonna change during the first 3 weeks of March every year. And she's always gonna be slightly older.
That's where you
Like
always
I
have to make the
6-year-old,
jokes.
doesn't
Yeah.
it?
And then after that, we made our way. Was that just back to the hotel from
Yeah.
there? Then we went back to the hotel. Not too much of an excitement.
I
We were
thought you
pretty.
got gooched along the way.
pretty
What happened to
drunk,
the
dude.
gooching?
No.
Becca got gooched.
There. See,
I
now the
was
truth
just
can come
like-
out now. Thank
I was
She
you.
just
got-
like,
she
don't
got
breathe in, don't
big
breathe in,
booty
don't breathe
gooch.
in.
She's got pink eye, doesn't she?
She said.
No.
Don't breathe in. She
I
learned.
was
She learned to hold her breath for a
legitimately
good 3 minutes.
Thinking that the whole time.
That's how you become a fucking Navy SEAL.
Well,
Right there,
remember
not
the-
breathing for
Got your
3 minutes.
glasses on?
Remember the
I was
the
not drunk
breathing
enough
part?
for that.
She was like, that was the
drunk
gooch,
point.
that was
though.
the gooch moment when she was talking about the didn't know what to do with the hands.
That's
Man,
what it was right
Next
there.
time I go into a strip club, I'm gonna walk in with a full face mask and a snorkel. That's
A snorkel. Holy shit, you were advertising
And then you
coming
can
up.
hide a
with that.
joint in that
Where are you
snorkel.
going with that?
You can hide a cone in that snorkel.
I
dude.
just want to see what their reaction is gonna be. Where do you think
It
you're
was
going,
strange.
sir?
They were just playing like super
Says I
loud.
wanna
like,
see where it
rap
goes.
music. It was weird.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Let's
Cheers,
see.
girlie. I see you.
I gave away the bottom third of most joints to anybody who was asking for handouts or anything. don't carry a lot of cash in the city with me, so give away the joints.
The back third, man.
Give away the medicine. We had a handful. We had plenty enough that I was able to give away plenty of cannabis to people who were in need of something. So it always feels good to help. You know, you never know where the cash is going to go. It could be something that's going to deplete the vibrations. You know, I hope to increase them. They're all everybody's a little happy with a little smoke. You know, so
Yep.
a little bit of smoke goes a long way. Sometimes it goes a lot further than a handful of change too. A lot of times that's what they want, anyways. They're trying
No,
they're
that
gonna
goes
get,
a long way.
Brett, did you get gooched by a panhandler?
Nah, dude, no. I'm usually pretty cool with panhandlers, man. I used to there was a couple of dudes back when I went to Wayne State, you know. I'd sit down and have my burgers. The dudes would walk up, you know, and I wouldn't get up and move or nothing. They'd sit down and chill, and I'd give dude a burger. I'd sit there and hang out. I forget the one dude's name. We'd kick it almost a couple times a week. You know what I mean? So
he was like a routine panhandler, like a dude that uses this as a fucking profession.
but he wasn't expecting it because I didn't always give him anything. You know what I mean?
You know what I have? I have guys that stand by the end of the
cigarettes
fucking
most of the time.
freeway, and
Most
they've
times just
worn this
cigarettes.
fucking path in the whole time. And then I'm like, every time I drive by here, it doesn't matter what time it is, you're standing out here. 365 days a year, 366 on a leap year. Like, brah, people ain't got it like that, man. Like,
No.
you gotta spread your shots as a bum. I'm gonna give you like a bum PSA, okay? If you're a fucking bum, hey man, everybody's been down hard on their luck before. But you can't look, how many people are in this little thing right here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and one of us is a bum. I'll be the bum, right? So if I just keep going to Painted Lady every day, like, Painted Lady, can I get a joint? Can I get a joint? Can I get the back half of that joint? Hey, can I get a joint? Hey, can I get a, like, no, man, you got to spread your shots. So the next time I need to go to Spartan, okay? And Spartan's going to, you know, give it to me the first time, and then the second time he's going to let me have it. Like, come on, bro, you got to fucking spread your shots. You're going to the well too many times. You know what I mean? So as a bum, you need to spread your shots so that you leave as little imprint as possible on society
Bum right there.
that you're not contributing to.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
My one dude was getting a little heavy on us, man. He was
You
like,
start leaning too hard.
Like,
You
what
go to the
you
well
got?
too many times.
yeah, dude. He was like, coins change. I'm like, no, dollars. No, dude, nothing. He's like, cigarettes. No, I don't smoke. We're smoking a doobie right there. You know what I mean? He's like,
How about
how
that?
about that? I'm like, here, dude, fucking take it, man. Fucking get off my back.
How about you don't walk down on me when I'm smoking a joint?
He it was about this big, so we already got most of it out of it. I was gonna give it to him anyways if he was gonna keep following us. I was just gonna hand it off to him anyways, help him out. But you got to, man. You gotta keep a peripheral behind you, you know, on a lot of senses. I like to look in the reflections of the windows as I'm walking down, making sure there's no shadows creeping up on me and stuff like that. I spent a lot of time in the city. I grew up. I went to Wayne State right out of high school. Did a lot of time staying with friends who lived off campus, things like that. Through my 20s, spent most of my time with artists, staying down in the art scene downtown Detroit before the full comeback came back, you know. It's beautiful down there now, man.
We went to a nice place for brunch the next day.
There's so many like high-end restaurants, so much like, I don't know what the word is. Business.
So much TOG water drinking.
Yeah, so much
Yeah.
TOG water drinking.
What was the brunch place?
It was called the Apparatus Room. It's like in an old Detroit firehouse building.
Cool.
Super cool.
The old-
awesome.
The old Detroit firehouse building was fucking phenomenal. Like I mean, like the original tiles all up on the walls. We're looking at this shadow box table, right? And it's got these news clipping articles about fires and burns and like burn victims and like all of this stuff, you know. And we're like, wow, it's kind of morbid. Like, what is this place, you know? And then we're looking around further and we're like, holy shit, all the giant doors still exist, you know, the big like doors that would open up, you drive like the old school fire engines
The
through.
horses and shit would come out of, yeah.
Yeah. Horses at the time. Right.
They just put
So-
windows up, but the doors were still
The
there.
doors are still there. They got them open, but they're glass pane windows. Beautiful place, man. There's 3 or 4 poles where the firemen would
this was
slide down.
slightly confusing because we saw a lot of poles the night before.
Hoping that the poles were not.
Very
A different kind of
Oh,
pole.
more poles.
more
Everybody had pole
poles.
flashback
Oh,
that
we're
day.
back.
I was like, damn, man. You always think of the firehouse with like having like one pole, you know, the firemen come down. Oh, dude, like you're talking like how like there's like 4 fire engines that got to roll out or 4 horse and carriage at the time or whatever it was.
That's how you get gooch,
40
right? As if they're all
40
piled
dudes
up onto the same
coming
pole.
from the
It's
second
too-
floor in like a minute and a half, dude. That's crazy to think about. Yeah, don't fall down. Don't be the first dude down the pole and like land on your knees at the bottom. Or you can get gooched. You can get gooched by 30 other dudes that just woke up.
That's
Yeah,
a forceful one.
Gooch
Too.
expert.
That's a
That's
very
the
cool building.
next level.
The First National Bank downtown. We didn't get a chance to go inside, but if you ever go downtown, First National Bank is absolutely amazing, dude.
That's a really small one,
I
right?
agree.
Like a super old one.
Super old. I don't know if it's small. It's in a rather large building, but there's just tile work, dude. I had a dream last night. It was pretty bizarre. Like I was in the building and the tile work was fucking moving and warping. I think I was probably having a dream where I was having flashbacks or something in the building. We used to go down there and it'd be like one of the places we'd wander into to go to the bathroom. If we were down there like partying and stuff and in the city and day tripping and things like that. Go down there rollerblading. We do some 4 a.m. rollerblading sessions down there in the city. That was fun. Hitching rides on the back of buses and things like that. It's a fun place, man. It's good to be a kid.
I really like Detroit. Sounds like you had a good time for your birthday, Becca.
Yeah.
I like hearing about that. Thank you for the
Super fun.
stories.
Glad she had a good time, man. It was fun. We went swimming in the pool next day. Got to wear
Oh,
off our
yeah.
hangover. I forgot my bathing suit, so I did not.
Then how did you? I was gonna say, would you just dive up in their birthday suit?
No, I went and got some coffee.
How the hell did you use that? Just pour it right around you as you're trying to move in the water and use
No,
it like an
I
oil
He
spent,
just
slick?
I spent the
didn't swim.
time. I just didn't swim. I just hung out like a fish out of water.
Man,
got
I have
coffee.
a story about forgetting bathing suits one time.
Well, one time, go
Is
for
it
it.
about when you promised to go jumping in the water in Chicago and then pussed out? Is it a different time?
No, and I don't feel bad about that at all, Spartan.
Well, I
Not
was thinking
one
of Spartan.
fucking bit. Because that water looked so. When we were eating dinner and a shard was floating by down the river, and the lake. I mean,
We could have stood on that thing.
You couldn't even get to the water without wading through like, I don't know, probably 50 feet of ice. So anyway, I don't feel bad about it at all. No. My story was up in Traverse City, and I go up there. I used to go up there for their macaroni and cheese and wine festival. Have you guys ever heard about that?
They're combined.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And
Cool.
it's the Old Mission Peninsula. So they have all their wineries and they pair with local restaurants. And so their chef comes up with their version of their mac and cheese. Like it has fancy shit in it, like fennel and leeks and, sausage and like these fancy, ingredients. Anyway, and then they pair it with the wines from the wineries. And then you just you start wherever you want on top of the mission, on top of the peninsula, and then just travel all the way down. So every year we used to go up there for that. And one year we forgot our bathing suits, and we always like to go out in the hot tub outside in the middle of winter because nobody goes out there. And so we decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just take our robes and just go down there anyway. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's going to be out here. So we get in there, and no shit, within 5 minutes, this entire family with children hauling a cooler, like a rolling cooler behind them. Hi. We had nowhere to go. Like we were in it, and we just had to get out and be like, sorry.
Surprise!
And they were like, oh my God. It was so fucking funny, but oh man, nobody cares. Everybody's been naked. Who cares?
Yeah.
Everybody's naked.
I believe I told the
sometimes.
experience of when Becca and I went to Summer Camp Music Fest, and we were wandering around
Mhm.
way too far away from our campsite and kind of in the wooded area and trying to sling some pendants and stuff. And the
You were wearing some new shorts.
and I had some new shorts on, man. I go to
Oh.
climb up on a log, and they just split right down the middle, and I was free balling. I didn't have anything underneath, and it just like right down the middle. So I just had
Did
on like
sales pick up
basically
or
a
did they
pair of
drop off?
chaps.
Ah!
It was terrible. So I just kind of kept my like cigar box of goodies
In
in
the
front
front.
of my goodies and
But
kept going.
the back was where you could see everything, guys.
I
And we
bet.
didn't know. We didn't know.
They thought that there was a guy with assless
yeah.
chaps wandering around
I
it.
bet it was
I
a
didn't- I
hell of a
didn't-
sight.
I continued on with business. It was business as usual for at least on the way back. I'm like, shit, if I'm gonna be passing by these tents, I'm gonna at least try to
It
fucking
was
get rid of some of
refreshing.
this
It was
Pretty
probably
much. More
refreshing.
business.
It's probably refreshing the whole day. You know,
Oh,
had
I
a nice
had
little breeze going.
A nice
Here's
breeze.
the
Yeah.
question: was
Pulling me
business
off.
better or worse after?
That's what I'm saying.
We did sell some.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Business got okay. Business was a little bit better. Yep.
So
Abala
mean-
said, "What's in the box?"
I just had to, like
That's funny.
continue to make eye contact.
Uncomfortable
Like,
eye
keep looking here,
contact.
keep
Hello, how are you? Can I interest you in
Hey,
anything
hey,
today?
Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
that is pretty good. I love it.
I can just see Red. You could just use for an extra pointing device as you're talking about the product. Just fucking go with it.
Is the wand for sale as well?
Gross.
hang some
Gross.
pendants.
Hey, we don't want to hear from you, Becky. You were the last one at a strip club, so you've got no room to speak on anything right now.
Whoa. Whoa. Those were girls.
Wyatt falls over the fucking
I'm
panel.
So I did want to make comment to Bake's comment because Bake pointed out the temperature needed for a nice polar plunge coming from the guy from Florida who has a sleep schedule of a Floridian.
He's awake right now. Come on.
I
didn't
know
give
it's
him shit.
amazing. He must have
He's in
skipped the
chat.
RS.
Listening.
If he's still in chat, I don't know. We'll see. But
He was
I
there
totally-
like a bit
A minute ago, he was in.
I was totally
I give him
surprised
shit while he's
to
listening.
see you. I wasn't thinking. I thought you'd take some RSO and you'd been long gone. But I guess that didn't happen. No, he's there laughing. He's still there. Better be on work. You better be at work. Bright eyed and
Not going to
bushy-tailed.
have much time for a polar plunge. You got to get out there. At least go to one of the inland lakes where it's not dangerous. You don't get swept under the ice in a current.
That's scary.
Yeah, oh God, man. Oh, no way. Took a trip around Belle Isle. Did I talk about that yet? Or did I talk about it on the show last night? Did we talk about that on the show?
I don't know. I wasn't.
We did that afterwards.
I don't
Took
think
a
you
little,
did.
Took a little drive around Belle Isle. Belle Isle is beautiful, man. I just haven't been there in a while. I don't think I've taken her down there at all. And we went for a nice little ride, just around the perimeter of the island. Belle Isle was a city park for a really, really long time. And you go down there any day of the week. There's people down there walking the island, riding the island, taking dogs for walks, barbecuing, shit like that. Mostly on the weekends. It gets pretty bumping on the weekends, man. People out there,
A lot of family reunions in the
tailgate.
summertime, man.
Oh yes, dude. Family reunions everywhere. There's tons of playgrounds. There is a old fountain from France from like fucking 1800s or something, maybe 1600s, something like that. Right on the downriver side of it. And then as you kind of start to go up more upriver, right? Around traffic goes counterclockwise around this thing. You get to the Canadian side of it and you're going up. There's an old casino, old casino building, which is badass and is still used for it's an old event center. It's an event center today.
Detroit Mounted Police used to be out there too.
Mountie Police,
The
badass,
stables,
dude.
the stables out there.
Of course. There's an old aviary that's out there. I believe that shut down, but then there's a petting zoo that's still active and a small little like reptile habitat, things like that. There was an aquarium. It was the Detroit Aquarium for the longest time was there, and that had shut down quite a few years ago. But there's still a botanical conservatory there. The conservatory is beautiful, dude. This really cool glass building, man. It just looks like the Capitol building as a greenhouse. It's really fucking cool. It's really old. That thing's probably 100 years old, if not more. You get back into continue going around to the north end of the building, or the north end of the island around. There's a little 3-hole golf course, which is fucking awesome. There's a lighthouse on the island, bell tower. Everything's fucking old. The 3-hole golf course is really cool. I think it's like a par 2 or a par 3. Super easy, super short. You know, it's basically free. You bring your own club and you can rent. You know, that costs, but otherwise, the petting zoo has like deer and some stuff like that up in there. You can like feed deer and do some, you know, little things. It's fun for kids, man. Tons of activities. There's a beach, a water slide. It's a big park. It's owned by the state now. So in the summertime, it does cost money to get on the island. But if you're a Michigan resident, you have what's that, recreation passport. When you get your tags renewed every year, it's basically free to get on. So I get my recreation passport whenever I get my tags renewed. I get it on all my vehicles. That way I can get into.
It's not free.
It's $7. It's $7, and I mean it's $5 to get in state parks anyway. So if you go to state park twice in a year, it pays for itself.
There's a good question in
do that
chat.
too, Red.
What's that?
I usually do that too.
Yeah.
Because then, you never know. Like then you just don't have to worry about it.
What's the question?
The question is from Northern Grower. It says, would you still grow personal if you would get primo cannabis for really, really cheap? And so Warren Drew follows up with like, how cheap? Like $45 for an ounce. So I think this is really actually a good question, because some people grow for the medicine and some people grow for the hobby and some people grow for money. And I don't know, man. I don't think, like, I haven't been able to have a garden. Finally, in the last days at this place, I'm hoping this is the last show that I'll be doing from this house before I can move. But I still got to put shit away over there, and I still got to get everything together. And not growing is fucking killing me, man.
Yeah,
like, it's a massive bummer. And I look at pictures of other
shut down for a
people's
minute,
roads.
dude.
I have been, because I've been tied up in court with this stupid fucking trust shit, thinking like, oh, it'll be in like a month, I'll be straight, and you know. So I personally, even though I could get it for cheap like that, I still want my own garden. But I wouldn't fault somebody if they were like, hey, man, you know, I can get it for cheaper than I can grow it. I can understand that too.
Yeah. I mean, some people just don't really have a green thumb or enjoy it. So yeah, I can imagine that would be easier, more convenient, and better. But
it can be more expensive than that to grow your own sometimes, depending on what kind of equipment you're using.
Yeah.
What kind of
Nutrients
methods
and shit.
Yeah.
If you drop the whole bottle of nutrients on the floor in the shake-up game, and now it's going to cost you even more for this run.
man,
I'm not buying other shit if I can grow my own. I'm just not.
I also don't like paying taxes on cannabis, so it all depends if that's a factor.
Well, I think,
Kind of
yeah,
one of
that's
those.
true. I was kind of just thinking that they were thinking like, no, it's more like a caregiver thing or something.
I'll pay my share of taxes on my income, but I don't like paying taxes when I purchase cannabis.
Froggy says, I hate relying on someone else. Yeah, man.
Oh, bullied. No, he's being
Peer
dramatic.
pressure baked. Peer pressure, man.
Yeah. I forget.
Who's the bully? Who's the bully?
I think I'm just assuming it's me. He didn't say me. I guess I'm making an assumption. I'm bullying my way to the bully title.
Yeah, I think you're the bully, Spartan.
I'm guessing.
I just didn't wanna make
Fergroli's
the
going to sing us a
assumption.
bedtime
Yeah,
story.
I can't believe it would be anybody else. I would be surprised if it was anybody else. And I wasn't bully. I was just saying, you know, I would doubt to see him up. And he just decided to be up. I don't.
He may be here this week, but he won't be here next week or the week after that. He's just making a token appearance.
Yeah, it's like every
He's
third
got
one.
Bluecas. He's throwing Bluecas in the bus there too.
Talking to everybody in chat. I hope they're all hanging out in live chat with us. I'm not in chat, of course.
I've got
With this new thing, I like to have it on full screen, so I don't have any chat pulled up now anymore. So I have to get it on my
That's like-
phone. So
the new thing is like super live chat, bro.
I hear myself. That's not good. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, Spartan. were
I was
talking
gonna say the new thing is like super live chat. It gives you live chat from both streams, from Twitch or not Twitch. Well, yeah, Twitch,
about.
and
You got Twitch pulled up?
No,
Yeah.
it brings in the comments from Twitch.
he just highlighted one from Twitch. From they said, "Oh damn,
We smoking
Kamaru
weed. We
Fresh.
should
we
be
smoking weed."
Oh,
Should be.
I have to be signed on to Twitch though to see those comments, don't I?
I think.
Oh,
all-
I don't even
they
have a
all
Twitch
come.
account.
Red, it's right here on your screen. If you exit full screen and
Don't
use,
press that. No.
don't hit that one, Red. You'll
Oh,
leave this
comments.
show.
Oh, I was in
No.
private chat.
No.
Oh, there's a
That-
whole comments.
There you go.
section.
There you
What
go.
the
That's
fuck?
unique.
Oh,
How many
that's
days?
such a
We've
news.
been doing
This
this
is
for like
here?
a month or two, man.
I didn't know this was here.
Yeah. The
I
only
already
downside
go
is
full screen.
I don't
Yeah.
ever peruse programs, you know. I just Daddy Red's in chat. Cheers, Daddy Red.
Cheers, Daddy.
Red. I remember on one of your shows, and it might have been Polarity Science. You gave a great analogy about the well, bro.
The well?
Yeah, remember being in the well.
Was it coffee?
What was it? Something's in the well, and then
Well,
I
there's
think it was a frog. I think it was a frog in a well.
of course.
Frog.
there's a
Oh no, it wasn't you. This is somebody else giving this. I
Yeah.
think. Anyway,
I
there's a
don't
frog.
remember
I'm not following my own analogy here.
Okay, so this is an
You figured
ancient.
it out.
This is an ancient analogy, though. But when you're a frog and you're living in a well, you think.
I mean,
well,
Ricky
life's
Tikki
pretty-
Tavi was in the well, but
I
think life's
remember
pretty
that.
good. I think life's
didn't
pretty good,
finish.
not too bad. But if you never stick your fucking head out of the well, you won't realize there's a whole world outside of that. So sometimes you just gotta stick your head outside the well and just open up your horizons, man.
Yeah, it says the Japanese proverb. It says the frog in the well knows nothing of the sea.
Oh, I knew it was an old person.
oh, sounds like
It's just a proverb.
shortened version of
It's like Plato's cave.
allegory of the cave. That's
Plato's
exactly what I was
cave.
going to say.
Yeah, man. Arguing about the
Plato's
shadows on the
allegory of
wall.
the cave. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Shadows on the wall.
What's everybody
Flame.
smoking tonight? I've got some Trey from CLTV. I've got some of his Gorilla Breath Mendo and GG4.
Ooh, how's
Oh,
that?
shit.
Delicious.
Those are all in one thing. Like that's the cross.
That's the cross.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you
It's
had
like
like
a
4
triple
different
glue
things,
thing,
or
yeah.
if it was one.
That's
cross.
all I have left. And I forgot I couldn't wait to show the nug. So I ground it all up. So that's what it looks like. But so
Nice.
cheers to
No.
Trey for passing that on the other night.
Bong,
At the
man.
event. What are you guys
Smoking some
smoking?
Lake.
I should be smoking a bong. I think they're all dirty.
So I mixed.
Rainbow Drive.
got- My buddy shot to ski at work, grew some Donny Burger and passed me some of that.
Nice.
So I ground that in with some Detroit River Rat. I don't know if I saw him in chat yet, but he passed me some of his, I believe it was sour diesel. So I ground those two together, and that's what I'm smoking.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Smoking on some old school BHO shatter, unknown strains, probably trim mixture. It's pretty solid. It's very 3, 4, 5 years ago of the Michigan scene for sure. Not the current. I've got some other stuff here too, like this jar, but dabbing the old school shatter today. Eddie's asking, "What's this show about?"
Well,
Welcome.
whatever you would like it to be about, to be honest.
Yeah.
Show's about a bunch of friends from Michigan who enjoy cannabis. We're having a late sesh. We're all growers. Some of us caregivers, some of us commercial, but we all love the plant. That's what the show's about.
Talk about.
That's a
growing,
great description, Spartan.
I think it
I
is.
like it.
Talking about aliens.
Advice with Gandalf. Yeah, and also if you guys have any questions, make sure you toss them in the chat.
Man.
I like it, BK.
Yeah, we really just talk about whatever comes to mind during our little hangout.
Look at what arrived.
Monday night hangout.
Oh, you did. Let's see the LED lights on it. Kick it on.
I can't because I don't have any double A's.
The thing is
You're putting me
thick.
on the spot, Skilbo.
That's super
No.
thick.
Yeah, man, because I'm blind.
What's the black ring? What's that? It's just, is it magnetic or something, or sticky or something?
I don't think so. No,
No.
this is the LED side, and then but
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be able to see
Damn,
everything
do you know-
in my garden.
You know what that magnification is? Like how much it magnifies? It looks pretty like
30.
a lot. 30 meg. Okay, cool.
And I have a 60 to 120 for trikes and stuff. So
Yeah.
this will at least just let me see.
Oh, that'd be, you know, that'd be awesome for is like pulling a leaf off if you think you see like a bug damage or something. You put the whole
Exactly.
fucking leaf.
Take the light on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really handy. So it was like $10.
Oh yeah.
$10 one day.
I got something in the mail today too.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh.
This is a really cool YouTube channel. He's got his own content, but it's a homestead, the husband and a wife and their 5 kids, and kind of like teaches you
5 fucking kids, dude.
cute.
Does it have more pictures than that, or
Yeah, hold on. Let me find some good ones.
I can't
What
read
is he
them.
holding?
Different fruits and veggies.
I thought he was holding lobsters at first, but I think they were sweet potatoes.
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
They're not growing lobsters, Red.
Yeah,
That's
they're
one
not.
thing.
Not lobster.
Probably not.
They live in like one of the Carolinas.
North Carolina.
North
They're
Carolina.
It's just really cool, man.
Cool.
It's a really so far I've only read like little bits of it because I just got it.
They practice regenerative farming. They practice closed loop.
Any
know,
Hugo
regenerative
culture or
farming.
anything like that?
Yeah. They do a lot of that stuff. They have some raised beds. They do some Hugo culture. They have some no-till, large plot market style gardens. They have some greenhouse
They
style.
raise all kinds of
They do
kinds of
pasture
animals.
livestock.
Yeah.
They all grass fed. They run all of the different types of animals to help with all the different types of pests and stuff. Man, it's amazing how they do it. They run chickens after their cows so that they disrupt the cow patties and the fly cycles and stuff. They don't have flies on their farm. Well, they do, but like it's not an issue. You know what I mean? A lot of places are using sprays and hormones and fucking antibiotics and all kinds of shit on their animals to keep bugs and stuff from getting them. These guys are using nature, so it's really impressive. It's cool to learn from them, and I've been following him for a really, really long time, but he's really kind of gained a lot of traction. He follows practices from Joe Salatin. Joe Salatin's pasture poultry profits methods, things like that. It's pretty fucking phenomenal, man, how they can run these animals in open range systems and not have to use any antibiotics or any
I hear babe.
of the stuff that's going on. Is that a kitty?
If you have headphones on, you get to hear Painted Ladies.
I heard a
Yeah, babe.
I heard a-
Yeah.
Oh, you heard Babe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yep, she's been over here squawking. Yeah, I'll mute it next time. Good Lord.
Oh, that's nice. It was perfect for the conversation that was going on.
she's soothing.
Babe,
He does.
I do vlogs.
Yeah, I
He
was
does
just gonna
like
say
daily vlogs.
that. Daily vlogger.
Super cool. And it's not like instructional. It's not all instructions on how to do it or what you need to do. He just kind of like goes through his day and talks about how they get through stuff and how the kids help. The kids do all the chores. So
Short of
smart.
you guys having like a bunch of like a new petting zoo and shit jump off on your property, you do have a lot of room to get a lot of things going even more in your backyard as far as the garden.
Yeah, assuming
You
we
can
stay
spread a
here,
lot more.
right? Yeah, assuming we stay here, we have a lot of plans going.
We want to start, smaller with this where we live, because it's a backyard in a neighborhood with a bunch of houses. So we can only have, a certain, I think we can have like four hens. So that might be cool.
I think we can have like 4 hens too.
Trying to figure it out if we can, because if so, it's going to happen. And I'm excited.
And we may be able to have an alpaca as a pet. So we'll see
You
about
have to
that.
have 2. You don't listen. You don't listen.
Except we have a dog that would eat the alpaca. We'll see what happens with
That
the
alpaca may have something for him though now.
I know.
Maybe.
Not to be trifled with.
You'd be like,
True.
I'm the alpha.
Dioge's old enough, the alpaca might, take him. Knock
So,
him down at least.
There's a pretty good chance the alpaca will take them.
Yeah, headbutt him.
Yeah.
They're not
They're like
very,
a herd defender.
I'm fine.
Really?
according to Bake, they're
Really?
fucking tiny little animals that you don't have to worry about. So I don't know how much a pack is going to take down.
Oh Lord.
Baked as no Jack Hanna.
Back
He
to
was
a
telling me
back.
he was chasing the. You guys will be happy to know today that at lunch, after he got out of the car, he was chasing down the Sandhill Cranes to defend Mitten Canico. So,
Wow.
and then he made sure to remind me that they ran away from him.
What in the name of Don Quixote is that shit, man?
He was just asserting his dominance, man. He was
Probably ran through some bushes and tried to throw us back inside.
Now all you have to
Isn't
do
it
is get a
like-
cardboard cutout of him and keep it
Hey,
out there.
Sequence, do you think he did the new Naruto run with his arms back?
Oh,
Yeah.
he was making all kinds of noise too. He's being loud and
He should have done that at the Subaru
isn't
dealership.
Now, why are you trying to trigger him
definitely
now? Get him all mad before bed and shit.
He puts head to
Sorry,
a brick
Baked.
wall.
Nightmare.
Give me what you got hiding in the garage. I know you got something hiding in the garage. Baked, I bet they had something hiding in the garage. They always do. It's always one hiding.
He never got to even go to the dealership. I don't think he had to fucking.
Oh, they're gonna ship it right to him.
She had to fucking have it towed all the way to Ann Arbor. Had it towed all the way back. It's been fucking just. I feel so sorry for the dude.
Yeah. What a nightmare.
Dude, you can't buy anything right now. It's crazy. We would try to buy a printer today. Fuck. Can't buy a printer. Holy shit.
Sold.
What? There's no printers?
I mean, there's printers, but there's not like basic printers. You know, it's pretty tough. But I bet I could find one on Amazon or something like that.
You know, Red's looking for like a dot matrix printer. That's why you can't fucking find one and shit.
I
I
was
look
trying to
at,
get
like,
a
a
Canon
Sam's
or
Club
something. You know, I was trying to get something. We ended up getting an HP. It was like the only thing on the shelf is HPs. Bunch of HPs on the shelf. But it's
HP is the best, man.
it's rocking. Yeah, it's rocking. It worked great. It's
I get the ones that have the. I always get the ones with the trays loaded like at the bottom, so the paper just goes in flat. It doesn't have that back loading bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like fucking.
Yeah. Those last a
I need
longer.
a scanner. You know, I need to scan things like driver's license for patients, stuff like that. I need to be able to print paperwork and things.
Yeah.
Just need an office.
That's what I got. I got it sitting right
Office
here.
scanner.
That's the right of me.
Yeah, we found a nice one.
Got the
Good.
receipt. It's a write-off next year.
Hell yeah, there you go.
You know, always keep that stuff. Be mindful of that. It's tax season, guys. Be mindful of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I gotta keep reminding myself. I gotta do those. I just do them online.
It's easy. Yeah, if you can do it that way. We got a real nice tax guy. That I got too much complicated crap going on with independent businesses, but otherwise I do it myself.
Got a lot of
I just had to
write-offs,
W2.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, try to keep it minimum on the write-offs because,
Depreciation, know what it is and use it to your advantage. Fuck that shit.
dude, I don't buy a lot of stuff with my DJ business, man. I really don't have much to write off aside from storage and
depreciation is only good for
some
like
music,
Your vehicle,
rough, just a little bit of
gasoline,
music,
all that shit to go to the
a
gig.
little bit of that. There's that.
Yeah, see, because it was talking about they still use paper. That's what I was thinking when you were talking about a printer too. Like, damn, fucking, you buy a printer now and you get the ink cartridge and shit, and then by the time you go to use it again, the ink cartridge is all dried out.
Yeah.
All dried out,
Like,
dude. I
fuck,
fucking
man.
hate it, man. You got to use them. That's the worst.
just get into checking out the laws and stuff that they introduce all the time and print one law and you're good, man. Just print one or two of those a fucking month and you're fucking good. You get through your ink cartridge in no time.
They
Yeah,
have
keep it
new
warm.
printers that don't have ink cartridges, but that's like you get it in like a bottle, the ink or the toner in like a bottle, and you refill.
Kzu, I'm very analog.
Crazy.
That is really.
I don't trust keeping my documents digital. I get all my bills and everything still paper fed to me. I hate it when everything goes email.
Me too.
Stuff gets scrambled up, man.
I'm
a
glad
lot-
I'm not the only one.
It's a lot easier for me to have physical copies of
It
stuff.
takes him so long to pay bills. It's crazy. He's got
I'm
'em
old
all
school with it.
everywhere.
Sit down and make my
I
phone
like to have
calls.
it. Yeah, I have
It
my
doesn't
bill right here, right here.
Every certain ones, man. If I try doing it online, something ends up getting fucked up, dude. I don't know how or what ends up happening, but there's just certain bills. Now, most bills are fine. I can pay them online. Most of the bills are fine online. Some of them it's just accessing accounts or getting through them. This one of my fucking health insurance, I tried paying it online. I accidentally paid it twice, and then they didn't refund me, and it was a big fucking disaster.
That's why you just set all that shit up to just come out like on the due date. You don't have to fuck with it.
You out of your goddamn mind.
No, I don't do that either because I don't
Just
always have the
automatic
money on the due
shit.
date.
You're
And
out of
sometimes I'm
your
going
mind.
late. So
I've
if I
never
gotta
had a
go-
problem. All my shit gets paid on time. I don't have to fuck with it. I don't spend all that time you do with paper and all that bullshit.
Mine
Done.
are mostly on apps.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I got that.
They
I got
all
that
are
problem
on my
of-
phone.
Okay.
I got
Auto.
that problem of sometimes being too broke to pay my bills. So I gotta,
Works
I get
for me.
that.
I mean, you can deal with that if you just have apps too.
well, no, that's why I can't have auto pay because if I don't have the money to pay it, that's gonna end up.
Now you're getting
overdrafting
late
my
fees
account.
and shit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So to avoid that, I pay it. So as long as I have the money, then I'll pay it. And if it's late, it's late. I got to pay it late. I'll pay the late fee or whatever. But
I'm just giving you a hard time. Whatever.
otherwise, I don't like doing the auto. Anything automatic. I don't like automatic. I like to do it. I like to see it done.
Yeah, I like to pay it so I know what's
I like to
happening.
write down my confirmation number and all that
Red,
stuff.
are you team abacus?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I when I'm counting drawers at work, man, I use a calculator. I don't fuck with my phone. I'm not gonna fuck with the app. I got a physical.
It's the same thing, Red. It's not like it's
I
any
would use-
different.
Yeah,
It's not
I
like
like
they use
the
different
physical
kind of
buttons,
magic in the
though.
phone
The
versus the
screen
calculator.
just- yeah, it's a
Phone's
different.
actually better because it tracks the history better.
My phone has nothing to do with my finances at all on it ever. I refuse to even make that jump. Fuck that. Nah.
No, I
You
keep
can
all
try
my
to
stuff
hack my
pen and
shit all you
paper.
want. You're not gonna get my money. I guarantee you that.
I gotta give a over short. What was it called? A profit loss statement for my fucking try to get a auto loan, and I'm half tempted to just. I've been trying to find the form at Office Max so I don't have to make one digitally. I want to just fucking fill one out by fucking pen and paper. And fucking have to do this shit digitally. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to make one.
Like charcoal and a piece of fucking birch bark.
30
Right?
$30 for a fucking template online. That's bullshit. It's fucking accounting websites they have out there. I can just make one on fucking Word. Pro tip: make all your financial forms yourself.
Okay.
It's not financial advice though.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
It's not my tip.
If you have a profit loss
Red
form you can
views
send
do
me, I
not
will
express the views of everyone on the Michigan Bros.
I
Girl
will
Show.
gladly take a profit loss form if you have one. Because I really don't want to.
Bootleg one off the internet.
Yeah, the last one I did, it was all fuzzy. I mean, they took it, but it was all fuzzy.
It was like a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah,
There's
it
no
was like I
reason
had
for it
to-
to
I
be
had to
deteriorated,
enlarge
but
it.
it somehow is anyway because it's just text.
It had like
fuck?
all of like the copied information was fuzzy, and all the information that I put in was like crisp. So
Red's using fucking dittos and making PDFs of them and shit.
it worked. It worked.
All right, new topic. What you guys got? Anybody? What you got? Nothing? Cool.
Sorry, I was mid hit.
I should do that.
Yeah.
Is it hash time yet?
No.
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
But
12 minutes.
my RSO is
Can't
done.
derail yet, guys.
Your RSO kicked in, Spartan?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. And it's fucking melting my head right now, which is great because I've
So
had
you
a
have to be
headache. all day.
quiet.
I don't know. We haven't really been. I haven't been on any topics that I'm really, learned and.
You don't love
Well-
talking about bills and taxes?
I switched
No,
over to
I'm-
Athena. Can we can talk
I'm
about that?
debt free. I'm debt free, so I've tried to keep my bills at the very minimum.
What do you think of Athena, Painted Lady?
Well, I mean, I'm not comparing it to Jack's because I am going to go back to Jack's and run them side by side. But now that I've got my issue with Jack's figured out, but everything is starting to look good. So they're starting to snap back and come out of the lockout and stuff. So
So I don't know
Getting
much
better.
about that at all, about Athena. Tell me more.
Well, it's powdered nutrients like Jack's,
Mhm.
and a lot of the, I believe, Mitten, you guys are using it, right, Spartan, still? Or you switch
Yeah.
over?
No, we're using it.
A lot
We
of the
got
commercial places are
dosatrons
using it.
now, so
Oh, you have Dosatron now?
yeah, so dosatron is fucking mixing it all for us.
Nice.
We just turn a hose on and fill up a bucket,
Cool.
or hook it to irrigation on the flower rooms.
Do you check the EC in between each one, or is it
Yeah.
not possible to do that? Okay.
Yeah, because the way the systems work is so it'll come out of the main RO reservoir. It'll go through the dosatrons and they'll do the mixing. And it'll run into and fill up the traditional res we already had there in
Mhm.
front of every room or whatever room. And it's on a float valve, so it just keeps that mix, topped off in there at whatever level we want it at. And then just run the pumps and watch, we shut off the top float so that when the water drops, it doesn't try to fill back up. And then you just watch the water level drop, and you can see with the lines on the side of the tank how much you're feeding each table, and you make sure you feed it whatever you want to feed it, however many gallons. And that's how we run that system.
Cool. Well, yeah, I was curious about it because as a home grower, I'm trying to use their feeding system, their feeding schedule, but they are also running that cleanse along with I'm running the Pro line, but they're also running cleanse. And so I was asking Baked yesterday if he thought that I needed to run that because it's apparently some sort of acid that kind of cleanses out the root system. And I wasn't sure if running such a high EC, which they're recommending 3.0. Is that what you guys are running?
Yep.
So that's what I'm running. And I wasn't sure if it was because it's such a high EC that they would recommend like flushing that shit out, or if it was just because of the fertigation system.
No, the cleanse is to keep the roots clear too. So like if you were running a little bit warmer water and worried about, just make sure you put a little bit more cleanse in. But yeah, cleanse is like is to keep your root system clean and clear of bacteria, nice white roots.
Okay.
They said that
Fake said he didn't think I needed it, and you're leaning towards it.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
You want to pivot the system to its strength, and that's to be synthetic, and that's to be antibacterial. So use the cleanse. It's only 2 mils per gallon, I think it is, for all the way through. It never changes.
When do you add that?
The entire thing. Oh, I'm trying to think.
That was the other thing I was looking at.
Cleanse is like third, I think, because balance is used as like a pH adjustment in our dosatron now.
Oh, well, is there an order you mix it in? Because that was that was my problem with Jack's. I was mixing the order wrong.
Yeah, I think
it was causing a lockout. With Jack's, you have to mix it the base newt A and then Epsom and then cal nitrate. And I was mixing the cal before the Epsom, and it was causing the lockout. And that's so
I would go with whatever they recommend from, you know what I'm saying? I don't. In the dosatron, they might have done a little different because they're using that balance for a pH adjustment, but it's a silica, so they add it first.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what I usually do. But I use Power Psi.
Okay.
I mean, I just have a big bottle of it, so I'm just gonna keep using that until it's done. But
that's good stuff.
Does it concentrate pH?
I don't think Power Psi adjusts pH much, but this does.
I have been mixing up the Athena, and it pHs to 5.9.
Ooh, are you using Athena with Power Psi?
Yeah.
And it's working fine? You're not having any issues?
Not so far. Why should I not?
I've heard rumor. I don't know if any of it was true, but there's something that they weren't playing together well. And what the speculation was my speculation was that it was because there's already a silica in the line, but you're not using the silica. You've replaced it. What I was thinking was happening was people were using their silica and then Power Psi on top of it was making it fall out of solution and shit. But if you're not seeing it fall out of solution, then you're not having the issue that I heard people were having.
No, but the plants are responding pretty well to the Athena so far. So I don't think
we don't run 3 all the way through, and I'm not really supposed to really get into details or whatever.
Yeah, oh,
but
sure.
yeah, but in flour we're at 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. That was my question because I noticed on the feeding schedule it was talking about that cleanse, and I wasn't sure as a home grower if I needed that or if it was a fertigation thing or a root zone system thing. So I guess I will add that and see what happens. And I'm going to run it against Jax again. Now that
I don't think it's not needed. Like, to be fair, I don't think it's like 100% needed, but I think if I were to run it, I would use it. Just
Okay.
I think it's good just to keep your root zone clean, you know.
Yeah. Cool. And there's no order that you have to mix Athena again, right? Just so I heard you right.
No, Bait put the order in the chat.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I can't read and talk at the same time.
I was just
He
saying.
said that you use. He says cleanses first, then the balance, then the what's that say core, and then the bloom. So
yeah, but she's using like A and B on the pro line, I think.
No,
Yeah,
I'm using
both using the pro line.
core and bloom. I have core.
Oh, okay,
and
okay. Then you're on the
grow.
same. Okay, you're on the same shit we were then.
Okay, then I'm mixing them out. I'm mixing them wrong then.
And you're just doing the power SI first, right? Before
Yes.
anything.
We should do cleanse. Well, she's not using
I
cleanse.
do that first.
So she's not using cleanse, so you can eliminate that. Then it'd be balance, which she said she's not using that. She's using power
No.
side instead.
Yeah.
And then he said,
So I've been
core.
mixing bloom and then core.
"Oh, okay. So that's
So
where
core then blue then bloom.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's
Yep.
it's opposite with Jax, and that was my issue with Jax because I was always told calcium gets added before everything else. So that's what fucked me up with Jax. So anyway, cool. All right. So I've been doing that, and I mean, well, so far, even though I'm adding them out of order, they seem to be responding. But I'll make sure with the next one they're out anyway. I got to mix up another batch. So next time I mix it, I will. Yeah.
We have another question from Kazoo. He says, "Does anyone reuse water from the dehumidifier?"
No.
And we've talked about that at length before, and the concerns that can be with that.
I would filter it. I mean, at least filter it if you're going to do it.
And what is the filter removing, do you think?
Anything that you don't want in it. You know, the better the filter, the better it's going to remove. But I mean, you're talking heavy metals is a concern, and then maybe some bacteria or viruses if you get a really fine filter. But no, I think that's be my main concerns.
Yeah, it's basically would be pulling dust out of the air onto the coils of the dehumidifier and then down into the water. So you're going to get like mold, spores, and different stuff.
Pink water after a while.
Yeah. Could you just run it through a RO filter? Because I could just run it back through an RO filter.
Yeah, I think an RO would do a good job of pulling most of it, everything out.
I mean, you waste a little bit, but I mean, eventually you get some back.
I mean, think of how much water a Quest would pull out of a room. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. It wouldn't be completely closed loop, but I mean, you get a decent amount of your water cycle back. Like you're saying, I don't know if you can get closed loop.
That's what they did up there.
Garbage.
When we did that tour, that's what they were doing. They were capturing their dehu water, and as he said, it went through an RO. If I remember right, I was just trying to think, but yeah, I think he said it went through an RO. Yeah, and then they reused that as RO water back in the system.
Chat agreeing with us.
I suppose you could recollect
I
that.
wouldn't use that with anything with a toilet, he said.
Could you recollect that RO water and then run that through a filter again and try to get as much of that water back as possible? You'd probably really fuck up some filters fast, but I'd imagine you'd be able to.
You're going to eventually.
Eventually, I mean, I imagine you can get down to pretty little waste.
Yeah,
probably some sludge coming out the end of that line.
Yeah,
gross.
That's nasty, man.
Yeah, all I know is when I use a hose, like I have my dehumidifier set up on cement blocks, and then the hose into a bucket. And when I pull that hose out of that bucket and it's all fucking slimy and nasty and shit, it's like, no, that water's going nowhere.
Is the bucket stain pink?
I don't know. It's a fucking Home Depot bucket.
Oh, okay.
Orange.
You want to see it? My mop sink's got a pink stain in it because all of my
Because they're white.
air conditioner and dehumidifiers run into that line, and it dumps into the mop sink. So there's like a little pink trail into the drain. You know, definitely need to run some bleach down those lines.
Juan Buddy wants to know about the cleaning a carbon filter, and it's hash time as well. The thing about cleaning a carbon filter was that you had to get it to such a high temperature, from what I remember reading before previously, that you can't quite achieve that with like an oven. Maybe if you had a kiln or something, I suppose you could, but the one thing about a carbon filter to me is that's something that you're usually buying for like with good cause. So in this instance, it's either for stealth. I don't want to risk, like fucking
Don't
cheaping out.
half-ass it and go to jail.
Exactly. Right.
Or lose your house.
Or if I live in like a condo or something and I'm pissing the neighbors off because now it smells
Angry
like
landlord.
dank, and yeah, the HOA is going to run me up out of there.
Okay, I see that Baked is still in chat.
He's still hanging in hard, man.
Yo,
That
what would you
dude-
make the hashtag
that dude-
song?
Woo!
Hey, Baked is hanging tough like Donnie Wahlberg.
Baked,
That's awesome.
you fucking took a nap when you got home, didn't you, dude? You took a fucking nap.
It's all those complete nutrition teas he's getting. They're fucking hopping him up.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, isn't it Mardi Gras? Isn't it Mardi Gras right now?
No, that was like Tuesday. There's I think that's the end of it.
Oh, what?
Tuesday's the end. Fat Tuesday's the end. The last day. That's
Oh, I
like
thought it
your
was
party.
starting.
Dude, look at
Yeah.
Baked. Can you highlight Baked's comment
Isn't
for
there-
see, that's
This
why
one?
we don't do that, folks. Yeah, that one.
Oof.
Make did get busted. That's why he came up here to Michigan.
He's running from the law.
Fucking
Outlaw.
Fucking outlaw.
Whoa.
Delayed.
Song.
No, it got me.
You guys were
Forgot about
chatting.
Hey Bobby, hey Stoney, you guys want to get high, man? You guys want to smoke some hash, man? You have to ask. Talk about the hash time coming. Talking about the hash time coming.
Got some new stuff around here. Just scraped up last week, and I don't know where it is.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
Larry,
Larry.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Larry.
Definitely shout out to Catachronic for the great tunes and the intro to the Bro Show Live. Go check him out on Apple Music. Spotify.
And we would like to thank Catachronic for the wow, I lost my pop filter here. Music for this hashtag.
There's an echo in this room, apparently. About
What
8
you
seconds.
just said.
Dude, last night when I was smoking that fucking Sherlock, I had found an ancient thing of the Granddaddy Purple Red. And that
Oh.
shit was fucking
Oh, was it
What was it? How was
Red's
it?
Granddaddy Purple I had yesterday.
hash?
For
Yeah,
that,
I know.
Was it a
oh,
bud?
You gotta make that noise again.
Flower?
Mhm.
GDP flower or hash? Sheesh.
It'll be the hash.
Hashish.
The festival.
Oh.
I'm so high, man.
Oh, man.
I can't feel my toes. I wonder if the people on the computer at home are as high as we are, man.
Are you people on the computer at home as high
Right.
as
People on phones.
we are?
Pretty big.
I got the munchies pretty bad.
I just had one cracker. It was so tasty, and I want more.
I'm just lifting.
Oh,
Check these
Those are
bad boys
good.
out.
what is that? Cooked in avocado oil. Is that what it says
Yeah.
at the top?
That looks good.
Ooh.
Did I tell you about the Stubbs barbecue cheesy poofs?
They're made out of sunflower seeds?
I don't know.
Mexican style papitas is sunflower seeds.
Dude, you guys got to check out the Stubbs barbecue cheesy poofs.
Oh, they're
Fuck.
potatoes.
Ooh,
Cheesy poofs.
okay.
Stubbs barbecue.
That sounds
Easy
good.
poops. Oh, have you seen the
Just melt
circle?
in your mouth.
Hold on, I'm just gonna get them. I'll be right back.
Just barbecue melt in your mouth things.
Like cheese balls, but they're barbecue flavored.
Yeah, they're like cheese curls.
Cheesy
Like-
poof.
They're like
Oh.
the
Cheetos.
big old Cheeto.
Like big, like
not
those
like
poofy
Like a
Cheetos,
thick
yes,
Cheeto.
yes, the big
but
one.
they're barbecue flavored.
They're barbecue, but they're like Stubbs barbecue sauce barbecue. Like Stubbs. I don't know if
Oh.
you've had Stubbs.
Barbecue
Stubbs.
sauce.
Stubbs
I
is
don't
all right.
think so.
It's all right.
Okay, my stoner friends. Let me introduce you
These
to
chips
your
are
next
good.
favorite fucking snack. Made by Lay's, of course, by Lay's.
Layers.
And these are cheesy also, but it's 3 cheese, so it's not just 1 cheese.
Like
And it's,
baked
and it's
potato.
very much like what you're talking about, but these are like
Ooh.
made with a hole inside.
What?
Ooh.
You
Whoa,
got extra crunch.
Hey now, keep
extra
it sideways
crunch
there,
all
buddy.
the way
I
around.
love crunchy.
Yeah, these
Oh.
are like super crunchy.
Do they have regular, like plain ones, like potato
They were,
chips?
this was the only one I saw. There might be another variety, but these are so These are fire.
Yeah,
I
I think I
love-
like the texture of those.
When
Yeah.
potato chips are folded over, and then again, oh,
Me too. Those are my
You know what
favorite.
my favorite
Oh
potato,
yeah.
the big one that has the air bubble, the huge air bubble
Dude,
one.
we usually save this for like the last
fall
quarter of
apart.
the show. We're fucking hitting that shit at stride at 12:06. Damn. The weed is good tonight. I hope yours is too, everybody.
I love
But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. Have you ever had like almost like a? What are they called?
Don't hold that burning. please.
Chicharroons.
Chicharron?
Chicharroons. What are they for real called? Oh, pork rinds. Pork rinds. I couldn't think of the.
Oh
thing.
yeah, dude. Pork rinds are great.
This is a very
Oh,
similar
wow.
like take.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
crunchy. It's so
I don't
good.
mean they're great for you. They're not great for you, but man, they're not
The
put
swine
down
Zero
bad
Whoa.
fucking pork.
There's 0 carbs. They're very good for you. 0
salty.
carbs.
Salty.
You just
It's
loaded
all
with
protein.
salt, dude.
Oh yeah, the salt is an issue.
All
Yeah.
salt. I wouldn't
So
mind the
good.
protein in the carbs or the
What?
protein.
But what is that actually? Is
I
it like
think- I
the
think
actual
it's-
pork?
I think it's skin.
No, it's
Puff?
it's
Deep
fri-
fried.
no, it's
Deep
fried
fat.
pork
Skin.
skin.
Skin. Okay, it is.
They're-
Skin.
it's
yeah.
their skin,
skin.
dude.
No, it's like a
Oh,
byproduct.
flesh.
Hey, if
Right.
you're gonna eat the animal, you should eat the whole goddamn thing.
I agree.
And
I don't
tastes good.
like it. I don't
Their
like
dirty
I
skin
agree.
that's in this gross earth. I don't know, man.
They make some that
Like
are
potato skins, Becca.
there's some that you can make that you put them in the microwave so they pop almost.
Yeah,
In
but
the microwave,
potatoes
you
don't
just ruined
poop
it
on
for us,
themselves.
You get them fresh. Oh, so good.
Sorry for yucking your yum. I'm
Potatoes don't
I'm
roll in
kidding.
their own.
Sorry for
Yes,
yucking your
they
yum.
absolutely do. What are you talking about? Their exit dates are right underneath them, and then they fucking bring them right back up. They uptake their own shit all the time. Every plant does.
I'll have to try them sometime, man.
Spartan.
It's called fertilizer.
Oh.
I've actually
I like-
had pork
I
rinds.
liked
This
your
whole-
argument though, Becca.
This whole earth is living things eating living things. This whole earth.
I'm all
that's what
about
it
pork
is.
rinds. I'm all about pork
Living
rinds.
things
It's not
eating
just
living
quite
things.
as
I just-
gross
I just-
as
it-
pig
I-
poop. That's all I'm
Just
saying.
so much salt, dude. Oh man, just so much salt. I really would dig they have the lime flavored ones. Oh man, you get some the chili lime or not even chili lime.
Bro,
just-
and one serving is only 9% of your whole day's worth of salt. 200 milligrams.
You can get pretty
How
high.
many
though.
chips?
That's two
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah, how many chips?
11.
9.
22. 22. All you
That's pretty good.
unbelievers. I'm telling you, it is the best
Pretty
fucking
good.
thing.
Wait a minute. I got to call shenanigans because there's no consistency in chip size ever in anything, and there's a whole bunch of dust and shit in there. So
Yeah, what about
Guess what? It's even an ounce, man. Come on. The
what
serving
about
size is an ounce.
ingredients?
We're gonna
What
weigh it
about
now.
And you're gonna-
It's a
ingredients?
420 snack for sure when the serving size is an ounce. Come on. 28 grams.
All right.
we all got a scale.
Sold. Gotta buy
Hey.
some bags.
Only 150 calories.
I'm in.
What's
Did you say there were
150
other
times?
favorites than cheddar?
Okay, so it says there's only 9 servings in the whole bag. I'm going to round that up to 10. Give it a whole nother serving, and that would make it 1,050 or 1,500 calories for this whole fucking bag, brand new. That's
I feel like they
fucking
usually
amazing.
put less
Less than a
chips
day's value,
than
right?
more. That's all I'm saying.
way less. It's like a 3,000 calorie diet. That's a half your calories for the day. You could eat this whole fucking bag.
Stangman wants to know how many carbs are in there.
Carbs, 5% for your day,
Any fiber?
and an ounce. Any fiber? Yeah, 1.
They make sour cream and onion, Painted Lady.
It's a world of poop.
Do they?
Of course,
Ew.
there's gonna be.
Total sugars also. Total sugars for everyone worried about that. Less than 1 gram, it says.
Everyone worried
believe
about
that's
I
the
mean,
only-
carbohydrates
yeah.
turn into sugars, but what about fiber? Any fiber?
1.
0. 1.
1 gram. 3% for your day.
Fiber is
100
boring.
milligrams.
20,000%.
200 milligrams of potassium, and everything else is 0.
Are there any of those pesky vitamins in there?
Getting in the way of our good time, right?
Potassium, 200 milligrams. There's like 20 milligrams of calcium,
Yeah.
like nothing, and like 0.3 of iron, which is nothing.
The only flavors.
Hi, welcome back. If you're
Holy shit. The only
Mm.
flavors are sour cream and onion and 3 cheese.
Sorry for
Oh.
dogging you so much. I'm sure they're really good.
No, they are. They very much are.
I'm
They probably
curious
are really good.
to what a diet of those little things. What would you say? A third of your daily diet? So a bag,
Oh, this is the half. If you ate this whole bag, it'd be a half. I've
half your
probably-
daily diet.
I've spent probably 3 days on it so far.
He's on a 3,000 a calorie thing. That's like a combat troop, man. It's like eating the whole
So
MRE and
paid
everything,
off
like
that
even the
food.
chiclets and shit in there. Like I'm getting all my calories.
Look at numbers are so unbelievable. Baked even doubting it. What a surprise!
That label is a lie.
Chat's
Yeah.
wondering how processed it is. How many ingredients are on this list?
Yeah.
That's my curiosity too.
Well, there's a good. It's a
What else
paragraph
you
of
do?
ingredients, but there are a lot of like, spices and shit.
Does it have that ass leakage stuff in it?
What stuff is that?
That's the old Lay's stuff.
Olestra.
Yo, Lestra.
Olestra.
Okay, I'll give you the list. It's dried potatoes, vegetable oil, and then I'm not going to read all the bullshit in the fucking parentheses because we know what vegetable oil is. Potato starch, modified potato starch. Then everything else says less than 2% of, and then that's the fucking weird shit. Maltodextrin, salt, buttermilk, whey, cheddar cheese,
Rat poop.
natural flavors, onion.
Zero.
Well, natural flavors. That's the ski. That's the means nothing. Onion powder, garlic powder, gum, acacia, brown sugar, Parmesan cheese,
Acacia.
Gouda cheese,
Good one, sequence.
whey
DMT.
protein. Oh, they put whey protein concentrate just to get that little bit of protein. Sugar.
There goes your
Hey,
dairy.
we're wow chips, all right.
Those are less than 1 gram of
Right.
sugar.
Can't have it if you're lactose intolerant.
Wow, there's
Paprika,
brown on
extra
my pants.
spices, and turmeric. And turmeric's a good ingredient.
Turmeric?
Turmeric.
That's for color, probably only.
Yeah, just color. No flavor.
Yeah.
You know what though? Turmeric
Oh,
is good for
it's fucking good.
inflammation.
It's
Tried
really good for you.
Yeah.
It is really cheesy.
Well, right. Exactly, Brent.
I'd say no ass leakage stuff. I didn't read any of that.
Well, you'll find out.
Stay tuned. The show is still on for another 45 minutes.
I didn't just open this. I said I've been eating it for like 3 days. No problem.
Well, I heard it's the 4th day.
We need at least a 2-week. We need at least a 2-week potato chip trial.
It's the
You guys-
resurrection of the
Every day.
shit. The Olestra resurrection.
Yeah, I heard on the 4th day it really comes in.
I want
You know
to
what?
see a
Comes on
64-day cycle with a cholesterol check and blood
I'm gonna
pressure
enjoy these while you guys
Before
can
and
just
after.
fucking eat your bullshit snacks, and I'll eat this shit.
I'll keep my 420 ounce
My
shit
one cracker.
rolling, right?
You know what my bullshit snack is? These.
GFB.
Mm-hmm. Gluten-free bite. I have one left.
Gluten-free bite. It
Yeah.
looks like a. Is it
It's
It's
a
like a
bite of
granola.
what?
is it grain?
It's
Grain?
a,
Gluten-free grain?
it's just okay. Here are the ingredients on mine.
Have
You're
you heard of
gonna
this?
love
Have you heard of this
Hold it
grain
up.
free shit?
Okay,
You heard of the
ingredients
no
on
grain
mine:
thing?
cashews, organic brown rice syrup, coconut, organic agave nectar, dates, brown rice protein, brown rice pea protein, flaxseed, sea salt, cashews, and coconut.
Wow,
That
you
sounds
can read
good.
all those.
That's
It's
pretty
nice.
much straightforward right there.
Yeah.
How much was that bag?
$26.
$3.99.
Okay, I think I paid like I think it was $2.99 for that bag. I don't know what I paid for this one.
420 chips win again.
Yeah, I went back to this ones too for sure.
These have
Oh,
been pretty
this one's-
good. These were
These are cherry lime.
these were at impulse. Went by them and they looked really good, and these were delicious.
I love
So that's my
cinnamon.
go-to now.
Where'd you get those at?
Meyer.
Damn, I haven't seen those at Meyer. Wait, what part? Like where they
In
sell
that-
them
The healthy aisle.
at? Oh shit, that's why I haven't seen it.
The healthy.
I didn't make it down that aisle.
There's only one.
Usually it's that one with all the the
Or like a part.
kashi and all the kashi snacks and the cauliflower snacks and yeah.
There's
That.
all the people going,
All the
excuse me,
brown
I'm vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, the white and brown boxes. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of gluten free, not too long ago I made dinner for Sequence and I needed one ingredient. I was like, oh man, will you run to the store and grab spaghetti? And he comes home with the gluten free, and I was like, oof. Okay, we're gonna try it.
She
And
goes, you on a diet? I was like, what do you mean? She goes, you got gluten-free pasta. Oh, shit.
so we tried it, and I will have to say it made a difference, and flavor and texture was completely
Not good.
different.
How do people eat that stuff?
It was edible. I thought it just made the
Mm.
dish that I was making, because I was making carbonara. I was
It's
making
gluten-free.
spaghetti carbonara, and that's like kind of the centerpiece of the whole dish is the actual spaghetti, and it's made out of corn.
She's blaming you totally hard, dude. It's like
No,
the centerpiece of my
horrible.
meal and you fucked it up.
mean,
Compared to like the
I ate
regular
it.
stuff?
My mom
Yeah.
made me be gluten free for years and years because she thought it would be really good for my diabetes.
Tough.
You need those things still. You still need the carbohydrates. You can't just cut them out. So they're with the gluten free. It's just a different carbohydrate that's not
Yeah.
gluten, but it's like still
It's an odd
just as
texture.
thick, and it's like sometimes it's too
understanding-
much.
Yeah.
From working with bread was my understanding was it was like the protein in the bread that actually made it rise. That's why when you see gluten-free bread, it's fucking flat and not nice and puffy.
Uh-huh.
It's dense.
Well, the gluten is what you can see gluten, right? It's
Yeah, it's like
how the
strand.
bread is stretched and how it rises, and that just doesn't
Yep.
happen.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's like a
Interesting.
sponge texture. It's fucking gross. I don't know. When you're fucking supposed to be like looking at bread like retarded quality inspection on bread, gluten-free bread is like a fucking horror show to you to look at.
It's bad.
Horse.
This is
It's
it
not
was not
chewy,
like
it's like dusty.
Have
I
you heard
didn't
of
buy
this?
these for that.
Have you heard of this whole like grain-free thing? We just had
Yeah.
we just had spaghetti with squash. We used
Oh yeah.
spaghetti squash, So
Mhm.
we made like
That's good.
meat sauce, and Becca made meat sauce and like turkey meat sauce.
And mushroom.
Oh,
Mushrooms.
did
So
you say
yummy.
turkey meat sauce?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
always use
ground turkey.
Get this
She uses
down,
ground
sequence.
turkey.
I like to use ground turkey a lot too, instead of beef.
Ground turkey instead of beef.
You don't know the
Whatever.
difference, honestly, when you're making it in
No.
You know
something
the
like
difference.
Yeah.
Sloppy Joe
It's
you can
good.
make
You
with
can tell.
ground
Yeah.
turkey. Don't know. Can hardly tell the
Yeah,
difference.
it's good.
You
It's
can
not
tell.
as salty.
I mean, fucking sloppy joes can be made out of, like grade F meat, like old
dig it.
circus animals and shit.
I'm
ground
almost-
up. You'd never know the difference.
All that other meat
Yeah.
gives me. A
I wasn't so high, I'd be offended right now. You guys,
My-
Ground
Nah.
turkey meat is dry as hell compared.
I mean,
to
that's
ground
fine.
Yeah,
if
but you
wanna
add
eat it, but you
sauce
can't
to
say
it.
it's
I cook
better.
it. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
say it's
God.
dry when
You
you
can't sit there and just lie
Agreed.
like that.
Whatever.
Yeah, I have made it.
It's
taste
definitely different. I'm not saying it's better or worse, but you can't say it's
That's why
the
I'm
same.
saying I need 13
Definitely
turkeys
different.
a year. I'm telling you.
Turkey, sausage, patties,
I like
turkey,
ground
bacon.
turkey for
Ugh.
nachos.
A
too.
turkey a month will go a long way.
I like
I mean,
turkey.
you can, dude.
Oh,
if
man,
it's
we're
ground
back
meat,
to that
it's
again.
ground meat. You can make that meat
I
go
don't like
so
ground-
far, dude. You can throw a little bit of gizzard in there. You can throw a little bit of liver, all
Just
kinds of
because it's
stuff.
edible
you throw
doesn't mean you
gizzard
have
in
to
there.
eat it.
Oh
right?
man, it's ground
Right,
meat.
I don't like ground turkey.
Oh, dude.
I'd rather just keep it whole on the fucking bird and just rip it off like Thanksgiving and eat it like that.
Oh yeah.
Like King Henry
mean,
VIII and
that's-
shit, like just the
that's-
big leg.
Yeah, or you can cut slices off of it, make sandwiches or whatever, but that's it. Not fucking grind it up and shit.
It gets really a strong flavor when you grind it up like that, and then it's dry for some reason when you cook it into shit.
I don't know who's cooking your shit, but someone's fucking it up. Because
Yeah.
that
Oh,
ground
turkey's
turkey is
terrible.
good. Can be made.
I think it
to
tastes
very
better.
good.
I think it tastes better.
I think it's
Honestly.
pretty cool how squash can resemble spaghetti.
Well, yeah.
Spaghetti
spaghetti.
I'm going to
squash.
do like those dishes that you were saying specifically. I would like, if I could pick anything, it'd be ground fucking venison. It is awesome in all those dishes.
Yeah, it
I'd
is
totally
good.
use venison.
No.
Need a dozen of those in your freezer too. Dozen turkey and a dozen venison to get you through.
A dozen
playing a
turkey
game
riding a
today?
dozen venison. Huh?
Yeah, we should.
Dozen turkey and each venison.
Secrets, what you got?
Dude, they're like little unicorns in the woods, Red. Like Pegasus.
See them things
So
flying.
It's like a
from tree to
euro,
tree.
Red. That's like just like a total euro from fucking Pegasus, man.
I really respect turkey now
It's a
because I
Greek town
work on a farm, and when they got it took a couple years of me working on the farm before they actually got turkey to raise. And commercial turkey are bigger than what you see out in the wild. But when you see like in the store a 20-pound turkey, which is a big fucking turkey, oh my god, when you see that thing alive, it's a massive fucking turkey, and they're territorial and they don't like you getting in the fucking cage with them. So
That's why you gotta
It's-
get those 60-day turkeys.
Because they know you're going
Are
to
they
kill
auto
them.
turkeys? Like 60 Day Wonders?
I don't know
no,
what
they're
kind of
just
turkey
they're
they are. They're
territorial. They'll fuck if you put another bird in there, they'll go after the other bird. They're
just
just
60
they're
days. They're
fucking
good.
assholes.
So you get cockfighting with the
I think
turkey
they
fight.
get like 10 or 12 pounds or something like that. Like 60 days. Get a good sized turkey.
On the farm, they've raised. I think the two biggest ones were 25 and 26.
How old did they
Fucking-
let them get?
Damn.
They're just a regular season. We didn't do anything different.
Oh, okay.
They were white. They had all white feathers, and then they had the red everything else, like from the neck up and everything was all
Would
red.
they use both male and female turkeys?
Toms and hens? Yep.
Yeah.
But you had to keep them separate because they're
Tom
fucking
turkey.
cool.
Do the hen turkeys lay eggs?
I don't no, I don't
No.
remember them doing that at all. I don't think they were alive. They weren't even alive a year, or I don't think.
Yeah, it's usually like a seasonal thing. They get big
Yeah,
enough to
so-
harvest.
Yeah, I don't think they're alive long enough to do any kind of reproduction.
What's bizarre is that like turkey season for hunting is like in the springtime. It's not even any time near. Well, it has to do with mating and cycles.
Red, are
and
we
stuff,
talking about turkey abattoirs now?
well, it's
There's
not
your-
around.
There's your fancy
Thanksgiving.
word for the day. Look up abattoir.
I mean, it's not around like the time that you usually eat that.
I can't even spell that
food.
word. Still
So
up.
you
Yeah,
have
man.
to get your
I
turkey.
have to
And
say
it's
it into my
An
phone.
abattoir is
Abattoir.
another fancy word for a slaughterhouse.
Abattoir.
Lovely.
Nah.
Pull up Dylan's comment. He said his buddy shot a 28-pound one wild. What the fuck?
Damn.
That one lived by a farm and was eating some fucking corn or some shit. Holy
It's
By
apples
Red's
and everything
house.
else.
Yeah,
Red's,
it's in my
Red.
attic.
that's the natural way of things. I gotta let it go.
In my
You just
attic,
chow it on it.
eating on my corn
Is
stalks.
that what's
Thank you, got us to the moon. She put the
Yeah,
spelling
it's
up
probably
there
one
for
of
us.
those up there too. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a turkey fucking living up there.
Thank you for the abattoir.
I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go up there with a
Flashlight.
fucking blade. Bring home some dinner,
Wow.
Are you going full Wesley Snipes with that shit?
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna bring home some raccoon,
Bring
squirrel,
from,
robin.
from the ceiling. There.
Yeah, we're getting. There's probably
Unreal.
quail in there.
Mm.
We're eating good.
Cornish
baby.
hens. High and fly. Hell yeah, man.
Quail.
Not even baked enough to
Hey,
use a word
some
on the
Dan
internet.
quail.
Brad, a lot of people who live like in cities and stuff, they raise quail because you can get away with it because they don't make as much noise as chicken and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they probably don't have ordinances against
Yeah.
it either.
And there's no ordinances,
No,
and
this
you
is
can
a quail.
The Great Quail Ordinance of 2022.
they harvest their eggs.
Still can't have 100, sir.
You gotta harvest
Yeah.
5 times as many.
But they all follow me in a line. It's fine. But they collect their eggs and eat them just like mini chicken eggs, I
I
guess.
like how you're like their eggs. It's like a little robin egg. Like,
And then they
you
harvest
like,
You
them.
want an egg?
you need a dozen of them for.
They harvest them for their breast. They take, they harvest them for their meat for the breast.
Dude,
Imagine the
fancy
deviled
chefs
eggs.
use those all the time in food. Quail
I've had
eggs,
quail.
man.
I've
Those
had
are fancy.
definitely had quail. Quail's fucking good. I
Yeah,
can
they
dig
use
it.
that
I've
shit all
had
the
quail.
time.
You might be
But
able to sell them.
Had wild quail full of BBs. Like that's the type of quail.
That's not so
Like,
good.
you're eating the quail. You're like, oh shit, you have to like be
That's
careful.
like the pheasants back in the old days before all the
Be
pheasants died
careful.
off from that crazy disease.
Pheasant.
That's one thing young people don't
Dude.
realize. Do you realize how many
That too.
fucking pheasants there used to be in Michigan, dude? Holy fuck, people used to hunt the fuck out of those, man. Now you never fucking see them.
I might be confusing my game with pheasant. I don't know if I've had quail now, Scobo. I'm
Dan quail.
sure I've had quail, but
They
I'm
use
sure
quail
I'm
eggs
sure I've
for
had
sushi.
pheasant. I've for
Confusing
sure
my
had
pheasant.
pheasant, but
You've
now
had
I'm
sushi.
curious if I've had quail and sushi. Quail and sushi.
I've
don't
seen.
think
I
I've had
remember
quail.
as a young
Like a
man
bantam chicken.
growing up, we would see pheasant all the time. But right when I got to about high school age,
It's gone.
I haven't seen one since.
No,
They've been
apparently there was like some
hunted
big
out.
disease and that some kind of pesticide or some bullshit, and it just fucking wiped
I
them
can
out.
see. Yeah, I can
They're
see.
gone.
Agriculture. Agriculture did it.
Stoney says they got them in Illinois, though. Okay. I mean, I
Yeah.
got wild turkeys that live on
They
this
got
new
pheasant?
joint. I counted like 27 or 28 of them one time. I
Oh,
can't remember.
dude, I'm not that far from the prison, so you can't hunt in that area by the prison.
Oh, you can hunt. Let them get loose. Let them get loose, and you can hunt them all you want. I guarantee you.
there's
There's even a
four-
bounty for them.
Dude, there's forests over there.
Talking
And you're
about
not.
prisoners
No,
now.
you're not gonna go there with a firearm. No. That's a statement. No, you're not. There's signs everywhere.
I meant the prisoners.
There's fucking. Oh yeah. There's herds and herds and herds of deer though. You can drive through there. You can see them out in the fucking. In the turkey. Oh my God, we have no danger of turkey going into extinction anytime soon. I can tell you that. Not in the Jackson.
Wow, someone better not have shot Thelma. Did I tell you I found out her name? Thelma, the East Side turkey.
That's kind of that kind of
Turkey?
doesn't that
When
kind
was
of
the
like-
last time she was spotted?
I don't know.
No.
doesn't that
She's-
name kind of give her
Bravo.
kind of a bad kind of ominous kind of end anyway? Why would you give her that name?
I didn't give it to her.
No, I'm just saying whoever gave it to him, that's kind of a sad name to give an animal.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to
Premonition?
have the connotation of the movie.
It's better to be
Think it does.
someone's food than like gutter drain ditch like goo.
Well, I don't know. It's a lucky turkey, though.
Oh well,
Hey guys, can we play the game? Got
We
not
can.
a lot of time.
Yeah.
I've been trying to wait for him to get to a break in their quail talk, whatever the fuck was going on there for a while.
Pheasants too. Come on.
Pheasants forever.
Turkeys.
So for today, we decided we were going to do some would you rather ones, and for these, they can kind of be group ones if you guys want. They don't have to be for any specific persons. You can kind of all interpret these however you wish. So, like the first one, we'll have Red and Becca go first. Would you rather be covered in fur or be covered in scales?
Fur.
Red
I'm
wants
gonna
to say scales.
I'm gonna go with fur also.
Scales are so slimy.
So you're Wookfooting.
They're not always like
I would be
That's
covered in.
true.
Oh, dude, I'd
Like
probably be
lizard
crunchy.
scales. I have a
Like,
bearded
it'd be
dragon.
so soft.
I
dude.
thought you would
Why
say you were
wouldn't
gonna
I
be a
want to be
dragon.
soft and fuzzy, man? She'd be soft and fuzzy too. It'd be like soft and fuzzy and soft and fuzzy. It'd be
You guys
fucking
are like
great.
little Grateful Dead bears.
Oh, that'd be
Red's a
cool.
furry. Confirmed.
Furries. Yep.
He's a furry.
Scobo, what do you think? Would you rather be covered in fur or covered in scales?
I mean, I can get a man groomer. I can take care of that shit. I can, you know what I mean? So, like in the wintertime, I'd be warm because I just let it grow out. Maybe part that shit down the middle or something. You can keep it fresh. But in the summertime, you know, I could just use like a man groomer and shave all that shit off and my merry way.
Imagine
Instead
be
of looking
covered
like
in
fucking
fur, that
Teen Wolf
means
or something.
Kind of like
Yeah.
your beard, right? Where you got to shave every day.
Right. Whereas if I had like the golden dragon scales and shit, it's kind of hard to,
What
hold
if-
down a regular 9-to-5 job with that.
What if
Right.
you got born and stuck with like the crazy fur? You know how there's some
You mean like a
dogs that have-
calico cat crazy fur?
or like those one dogs that their hair
You mean
Dreads.
a Commodore
dreads.
The
That's
dreaded dog.
crazy.
Yeah.
or a Poolie?
I mean, I guess there's people who have dreadlocks in their hair, and that's fine. But all over your whole body, holy moly!
Mm.
Yeah, like is this hair cuttable? Does it just continue to grow? And are
You
we gonna
have
like
to keep
eventually
it.
like fill a room with this stuff?
There are
and
no
just, like,
follow-up,
stuck
follow-up,
in our
Hey,
own hair,
Red's
like,
hair would be long like Crystal Gale's was in like the 70s. You're like,
ridiculous,
oh
dude.
Oh my
God,
God,
cousin
Crystal
it.
Gale.
stuck in my own
You
car.
bust out Crystal Gale. Oh my God.
To, like fucking
Gilbo.
haul your hair along everywhere you go with you, just growing.
So I'm
Hilarious.
going scales. Fucking scales all the way.
I knew you were gonna because you're in the
Just
dragon
Just
game.
because, man. Just
Because like that's why I have dogs with short hair. I don't want hair all over every goddamn thing. It's so fucking annoying to me. Using those little roller things to get the hair off all your fucking clothes all the time. No. And then it's gonna give you allergies and shit from it. No. Way cleaner.
I
Way
would hope
cleaner.
you would not be allergic to your own fur.
Way cleaner. No, it's not the first, like the dander, whatever else. How hard is it gonna keep clean? Fuck that. No,
You have to make
real.
yourself
Just fucking
spark.
hose it off and you're done.
Hose it off and you're
Fucking
done.
Spartan
I feel
Yes.
like bears are
Well,
like
And then it could be like almost like an armor, you know what I mean? It's fucking cool.
So, do you
Yeah.
want like scales like a pangolin, or do you want scales like an aardvark? What do you want?
Armadillo.
Yeah,
a bearded
armadillo.
dragon.
No, I want to look like scale armor, that would look sweet.
It's like
Like
an
dragon
armadillo.
scale.
Like an armadillo, then.
Armadillo.
Yeah.
Turtle.
Oh, man,
Turtle.
that's
That's
a
cheating.
meme.
I was thinking like
Turtle
in the
snake
future.
scales. You don't get to choose.
I was thinking fish scales. Like
Slimy.
yeah.
That would be cool and get through the water fast.
What if you had
Hey.
like dolphins are mammals and like manatee? What if you had like dolphin skin?
Yeah, no, that's kind of like
Red,
just
what if
crazy.
you
were like-
Kind of-
Just on your
It's
arms.
just like
Yeah, that's
just
getting-
your arms are dolphin skin.
That's
What are
pretty
What are your
alien.
legs? Your legs are giraffe skin.
Weird.
No, I would go the fucking the scales, man, like the armored scales. That would be
Scales.
fucking dope.
I would go with her. I'm
Least
not doing
fur.
scales.
Back to
Mm-mm.
fur.
I
Armadillo
keep my
scales
beard though.
ain't
I keep
bad.
my beard.
Fuck
I have the
fish
scales.
And sequence. How about you?
I think I would do fur as well.
Fur.
Much the same reason as
I just feel like either you'd always be really dry, or
You know how fucking hot you'd be all the time? Oh, it's like wearing a fucking.
but then you don't have to wear
underwear.
clothes.
Oh, you still have to
Okay.
wear clothes.
Okay,
You
so-
Probably- you probably molt.
Don't know
Yes.
that.
You're gonna molt. You're gonna molt
Can
with
we
scales.
do?
You're gonna
we
Hey,
molt,
do
and it's
part
gonna be
two?
Just
really.
because you have fur, you get to
freaking
walk
itchy.
around naked. I get to walk around naked too in my
Your
scales.
molting day is gonna be really itchy while you
Yeah, but my
shed
fur will
that
hide
whole-
One day. I'll take 1 day a year, man. 1 day instead of fucking 364.
Could be a month.
So
Could be-
I get a
could be a
question: Is
week.
would you rather
I don't know how-
have Red? Would you rather
how
have
often
scales or
humans will molt.
feathers?
Feathers. I'm flying around, dude.
How many people have you heard
No,
of being
no, just
allergic?
because you have feathers doesn't mean you can fly.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't
okay.
mean you can fly.
Not a
Doesn't
griffin.
mean you're a bird.
All right,
Right.
I would like to experience this feather. I already have hair and like I kind of have some scales. So like, like we've all got some scales and some hair. We've already experienced that
man.
one, but I don't have any
I wanna ask
feathers
you,
that I know of. I haven't
ask you
found
the next
feathers
one.
yet.
I
There
kind
might
of
be a
agree.
couple.
Dude, they fed us so much chicken in the fucking army that I swear to God, I was taking a shower one time and I plucked a feather out of my back. It was horrible.
Are you?
Like,
Are
I gotta
you?
fucking chill out on this
You know
chicken,
what else?
man.
All you furries are gonna have to put that shit between your shoulder blades too every fucking year to keep the fucking fleas and ticks off your ass.
Oh my god.
Hey, they gotta come up with a big heavy one.
That's a good point. We'll have to take our monthly fucking chewable.
Yeah, my chewable.
Yep.
All right. Along similar lines, would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
Fly.
Definitely fly. I've been invisible my whole life.
Fly.
Ooh,
All day.
still with the deep cut.
I know.
Damn.
I mean, my go-to was invisible because that's always my superpower questions. Like, I want to be invisible. That'd be fucking awesome. Be able to, but I would want to turn on and off. I don't want it all the time. You know what I mean? But the only one day, I think I'd rather fly.
Absolutely.
I think I agree. I think flying would be the
You
one.
could go to some cool
Steve
places.
Miller Band. Fly like
Chevy
an eagle.
Chase. Was it Chevy
I'd
Chase
be
that made an
fucking
awesome,
hummingbird,
I
dude.
was
awesome
assuming that,
invisible man?
All
Are we
over.
assuming on the flight that we can we go in like outer space or we pass out and shit? Because man,
How high can I fly?
yeah, what's the
I
stipulation
don't
there?
write the rules.
Okay.
We said
I'm
you
gonna,
could
I'm gonna
fly.
fly,
We didn't
man,
say that
because
you
I've
can
I,
breathe
I,
through
I
space
still would
there.
fly.
try to
I
do that
still
in
would
my
fly.
dreams.
You
I've
gotta,
always
Fun.
thought it'd be cool to fly.
you gotta probably
Yeah.
stay kind
Flying
of.
around in the dream, you jump.
I don't
really,
care if I could only
really
fly
high.
prone height. That'd be fine enough for me. That would still be cool.
Man,
I like
guys,
having like
I'd be
Or
one of
just
the
200
bounce to my
feet.
ups when I jump in my dreams.
It'd be like early GTA where you could just fly like so much higher than whatever was around you, and that was it. Just like that little bit.
Yeah, something like that.
That would
Who
be
in
cool.
this panel would do the wingsuit?
Man,
Wow,
fuck
The squirrel
that.
suit?
I'm
In
not gonna
real
jump
life.
out. What? No.
Real life?
Like
Oh.
the one you do indoors.
Scared.
No.
The only thing that
Oh,
make me do
oh.
something stupid, life-threatening, dumb like that would be like if somebody's paying me money to do it. I'm not gonna do
No,
that, or
yeah.
pay money
It
to
looks
do that. No,
fun. That
It
does
does.
look fun.
people can pay me to do that, and I will try to have fun doing it.
I don't
but
know
it's not-
about like the one where they do it down the mountain. That's fucking
Mhm.
wild. You're like
Those people are
20
nuts,
feet.
dude.
Like you're just trailing the
Love
fucking the
Yeah.
whole mountain.
Well, the first thing you
So
Google
fucking
is like
wild.
that whatever it's called, the wingsuit accidents, and then you're like, no, this is not.
You watch those videos and then you look them up, and a year after the video, they all died.
yeah. They fucking struggled for a year or two and then died. It's like it's never a nice. Oh, he just hit the ground and it was over with. He fucking had a thrilling death. No, he fucking drug along for fucking 6 months and then finally dies. No, I'm not signing up for that, even if it's a 1% chance.
I went skydiving one time and it was fucking fun, but I don't
Did
know.
you go Rocky Mountain climbing?
I don't know if I would do it
Come
again.
on, what's the rest
I
of
don't
that
know.
Same,
shitty ass
Red.
song?
I wouldn't do it again. I don't think I need to.
Did it once. Not that I it's just.
You were
Nope.
18, right?
But that airplane that takes you up and then you
Whoa.
could experience free fall, or not free fall, but zero gravity. That would be cool as fuck. I would fuck with that.
Yeah,
That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
you get a lot of that on really good roller coasters too. That same experience. All right, next
kinda
one.
feel a little bit.
Would you rather never be able to eat meat or never be able to eat vegetables?
Oh, meat. Fuck meat. I'd rather have vegetables.
Same.
Yeah, I would rather
Yeah.
have vegetables.
Yeah, me too.
I thought you would all say vegetables. All right, since that one won't take much.
What's the
elaborate.
survival situation looking like though? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about end of world, end of life? I don't know, man. You're gonna
No, we're
get more
talking about
mineral.
that
You get more
that
mineral
shitty
density in
Fake
meat.
spaghetti.
You can
Yeah,
go,
but there's
you can go
more plants
longer.
on this planet. You can go to
Only
more
meat would be
environments where you'll
awesome.
find plants and not animals, but you'll
That's a
still
good
find
Point.
plants.
I guess
Just imagine like living your life
mean,
now and what you would give up.
I could farm
This
lettuce or I
isn't
could
the
farm
apocalypse.
gerbils. I mean,
I guess
either way,
no
farm
vegetables
meat.
means you could still have fruit and you could still have some other stuff too.
If survival's not I'm not worried about. So if I could still live my life and everything's cool, vegetables. But if it's a survival thing and mineral density and starvation is upon us, I'd go meat. And I think I'd farm gerbils or squirrels or something or rabbits or something like that.
Keep
I
them
wouldn't
in the
recommend
room
eating
in the
rodents, man.
attic.
I wouldn't recommend eating rodents.
Well, just something you could keep, there. It'd be.
You're just gonna be whacking rodents, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, I would hunt deer and stuff, but I mean that would be supplemental food.
Just start a chinchilla farm, Red.
Nobody put your rodents near Spartan. It's gonna whack them all.
I guess you could count chickens. Yeah, that's
Chickens?
meat. So
Yeah,
just
I keep
chickens.
chickens. trying to just think of alternative house pets.
Yeah, that's not so weird as eating a rodent. I'm trying to help you out a little
You can keep pigs, bro.
bit.
Parakeets.
Parakeets. Those are too cute. No.
Then we got cannibalism jumping off in the chat and shit.
okay.
Everybody's all like, you could eat a person. Like, oh,
No
fuck.
way.
It's an option.
I'm not that high yet. I'm not
That
that
would
hungry.
be
I'd
so
rather-
difficult. I don't know, man. That would be so difficult.
I'd go
No,
veggie.
Army Hammer.
I think I'd be
Like-
Really
disgusted.
tender because we're lazy and probably really delicious from all that saturated McDonald's.
We wouldn't even start to decay until like July. All the
Right.
preservatives.
Probably pretty good.
I'd be wiry, and you'd have to fucking get a really sharp blade to cut through my fucking.
What about
wiry.
frog? Would frog be considered a meat, or is that a vegetable?
Yeah, frogs and meat for sure.
It's totally
Yeah.
a vegetable, man.
I'd say meat. Yeah, it's an amphibian though.
Right, because they're
I've had frog
green.
legs before.
You know it. That's
They're
exactly
green.
why. Because
And they grow on lily pads.
and where do you find them? They're always in
They're always
vegetation.
in the vegetation. Of course, they're vegetables.
It's like fruit off a vegetable.
Yeah, they come off the lily pad. Yep.
Do you grow them from seeds?
You grow them from little tadpole seeds.
Kind of.
You got to soak them for longer than
Right.
24 hours, though.
Frogs are a weird one, man. Aren't they? Aren't they asexual? Also, didn't we have this
their gender
conversation?
changes based on
Yeah.
like some, I can't remember what, but
All
Right.
frogs?
Yeah,
Next one.
that was
Next
like the
one,
big
Red.
thing. All the frogs were
Red,
female
do
in
it.
Jurassic Park because they had amphibian. Okay, all right. Damn it.
you gotta move on.
on.
All right.
Wow.
Would you rather every shirt you ever wear to be kind of itchy, or only ever be able to use one-ply toilet paper?
One ply folded several times is as many
I was
ply
gonna
as you
say,
fold.
I mean, yeah, it seems like
I'm
that's
not
the
trying
hack.
to wear.
is just
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
double up on the toilet
Oh,
paper.
I
right?
got
That's gonna make
itchy
special
Oh, of
shirts.
course.
eventually.
Well,
I have toilet paper.
That shit's cheap. You
of
ain't gonna
course,
get
you
expensive.
guys
Yeah,
can
you're gonna
say
get that in bulk.
number
I
one.
don't
But I
have
think
to itch.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to do that too.
It's a good
I'm a-
point, Penny Lady.
What? I didn't hear what she said. What'd you say?
You don't have to use toilet paper for every time
But
you go to the
of course, you
bathroom.
would say that. Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna have to choose that anyway because I do not want itchy shirts, man.
You're just
That's
getting a bidet.
terrible.
That's all.
You're just
That's
like,
all.
ugh. You're just like, you got an itch all
Well, I was
day.
thinking
I'd rather go itchy shirt than itchy butthole. So
Well, you could have a
Right,
hack
right.
like wear
Take a shower.
t-shirts.
That
You know, wear,
topic.
wear a not itchy shirt underneath and wear your itchy shirt over top.
how many shirts can I
He
wear?
said-
Can I
he
use
said
all of
every
them?
shirt.
Can I use one
Every
of my
shirt.
shirts to wipe my butt?
Every shirt is itchy.
If I go not
That's a
itchy
good
shirt,
point. You could just start using cloth instead of toilet paper.
yeah, could I just
Right,
use my
this is
shirt
where-
when I'm done with it? Like I'm
This
done
is
with
where
the
that
shirt. and
chinchilla
just,
farm
like-
comes in handy because you can farm them and make fucking capes and shit instead of having to wear these itchy shirts.
You just get a
Who doesn't want a
bidet and you can
chinchilla
just
cake?
hose it off and then you don't need any toilet paper.
Dude, yeah,
Hose it
I
off.
could probably get at least 3 days.
Especially if I'm all fur, I'm gonna need to hose it
You're
up.
gonna have
Oh,
to.
you're gonna have
Hold on.
dingleberries
Yeah,
otherwise.
hose it off.
Do yourself a favor, get the heated water
Yeah.
because then
Oh.
it'll dry faster. See?
All right.
Smart.
Yeah.
So wait a second. So this is a like a rolling thing. So we have fur from the first question. We're eating vegetables only, or meat in case of survival for me. And then
We're gonna make that flip if it's a survival situation.
Red, what you mean to
Straight
say is
meat
you're,
eater.
you're an herbivore, right?
You thought it all through, guys.
too many.
You're gonna
All right,
start
ready?
variables.
Right, are you ready for the next one in your
Yeah.
survival?
Uh,
scenario?
straight
Yeah,
slaughtering.
what's-
As soon
what's
as the
going
fucking
on in this one?
survival.
All right. So the
I already,
next
I already
thing-
forgot the last one.
Would you rather have dicks for hands or hands for dick?
Dicks for hands.
Wait,
Boy,
what?
what?
Man, I could do
Hands,
it.
your hands are dicks, or your dick is a hand.
I could do a lot with that third appendage.
What
Hands.
the-
What if I
Fuck
don't
dicks.
have that?
I don't like either. Both of those are unappealing to me.
Yeah.
Would I
Would you
rather?
rather
But you gotta rather have one of them. I
Okay, but
suppose.
does that mean like
I would rather not have them, is what I'm saying.
That's also equally tough for Beck and I to answer as females because we've never had dicks.
I know.
I'm gonna say, how about one hand for a dick? And then
Yeah, I'd
give me a
rather have
regular
hands.
hand.
Oh, like two? You
as
have
an
two
option.
hands for dicks?
Well, I assumed. I mean, am I
I'll
wrong in my
I'll take an
assumption?
arm. I'll take an
Very
arm with. Like,
unappealing.
do I get an arm with this hand, or is it just a hand?
It's just a dick.
Can I get a
Just a
wrist?
hand,
Can I
yeah.
at
If
least
I
get a
get
wrist?
if one of my hands is normal, I'll take the hand for dicks over my dick being a hand all
But
day
it's
every
like you
time.
just have a bunch of tiny.
If I've got
dicks.
one of them,
Dicks
if
on
I
your
got,
hand.
oh come on, you tell
What
me
are
I'm
you
not
do with
going to be
those little
popular.
dicks?
You tell me I'm not going to be popular with fucking dick hand. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I'm going to be
Here
a
comes
movie.
old dick hand again.
I'll start at OnlyFans. I don't even need to have a fucking movie
Yeah, can you
contract
just-
or anything.
That's all you got to
Just
do.
like sign up, friends. Come on. I got 5 right here. Come on.
I
need
figured
5
and dick
friends.
would be pretty popular.
Yeah, that's.
Like
But I
little-
don't want 2 of that. That's awkward, man. That's
little cocktail
Fuck that,
franks.
I want a hand for dick because that's all you got to do all day.
yeah. There you go. See,
All day.
All
Yep.
day.
because otherwise your dick would be a hand, which would be Sequence's dick, and that doesn't help you at all.
I like
Good
the
point.
I like the hand for a dick. As long as it's not just.
I don't like that at all. That's a terrible idea.
But
Well, I
then
mean,
you could just like.
It's the opposite. I don't want my hand to be a dick. You know, that's
You can at least hide your hand.
Dude.
Dick.
Okay. Let me ask you this: if you had to chop one off, what are you gonna do? You could chop off the hand
chop off
So
the
that-
hand.
over my dick. Yes.
Hey,
The
I
hand.
just want to
Wait,
know,
wait a
Red.
minute. Wait a minute.
Red, how are you
Hand.
gonna itch? How you gonna
Hand.
itch your
Are
Are we
face?
talking about hand or a dick hand?
I'm saying
like-
a regular hand or
Hand
a
or like
regular dick.
Mr.
One
Bob-
hand or one dick. Which one's it gonna be?
A hand? I'm not cutting a hand. Well, I'm not cutting a dick off.
You have two
a
fucking
hand,
hands,
I got two
man.
hands.
You have 2 hands. He's trying to reason with him about this shit.
I gotta pee.
I thought it was
I'm
kind
not
of
cutting my dick. I'm not cutting my dick. Wait, why are we talking about dick cutting off? Why is this
I'm
a topic right now?
Because
This
I'm
is terrible.
I'll say I'm not changing my dick into a hand when I got 2 fucking hands. I'll sacrifice one hand, and then I still got a good hand.
And,
Oh,
and
so you're
if
gonna
I
cut off the. He's gonna cut off the dick hand.
is it just a hand or do I get a wrist or an arm? If I can get up to an elbow, I'll
It just said
definitely take
hand. All he said was hand. That's
If
all
I
he
can
said
get up
was
to an
hand.
elbow,
Imagine if just your hand was.
Yeah, just your hand.
a
just my
penis.
hand.
It's like
I have a
Wow.
question.
What about a
whatever
little
size
wrist?
you're imagining, Red. It
Can
could
I
be
get
a
about an
smaller
inch or
one
two
or
of
a bigger
wrist?
one.
All right, all right.
I have a
Well,
question.
At least to the
Where
forearm.
are the
If you
balls?
have dicks for hands, can't you then like, or don't they have the same feeling? Like, so then
That I don't
can't you,
know.
like then give
I don't know if they're
yourself
like
a blowjob?
are they fully functioning dicks? I don't know.
I assume
Because
you could
If
train
it-
them.
you have to. You're not thinking the street pain lady. I understand why you're not, but fucking, if they're a fully functioning dick, they're gonna be like this most of the time. I mean, what the fuck is that gonna do? What are you gonna do?
So
with that?
Spartan,
Well-
when you're done with
you can make
when you're
'em-
done eating all of your potato chips there and you go to lick all your fingers,
depending.
you're
But
gonna
you
be
don't
It might
have
feel really
fingers,
good
you
to
have
lick
two
your
dicks.
fingers.
look at all these little dicks.
So then you'd be a dick licker, right? Is that what you're saying?
Floppy.
Your
what
own.
are you gonna do when you're
Your
eating
own
chicken
I'll
wings?
use
You can't eat
chopsticks.
chicken wings and not lick your fingers.
I'm using that chopsticks to pick up the chips.
Oh, but I think you would just use your. Oh no!
But then you're gonna
you
get a
only have
sliver in
one.
your dick.
But then-
Oh
so
yeah, you
then
don't eat
have
chicken.
No,
You're-
no,
you're a
I'm
vegetarian at
using
this
the
point.
cheap plastic ones, bro. The cheap plastic chopsticks.
So now you have a cheap piece of plastic sliver.
That's
Snap
fine.
straight off.
I'm good
Do
on
these
that.
dicks on the hands each
I got
have
tough
a
dick
pair of balls?
man.
Is
Ooh,
there also balls dangling around in this thing? See,
That
look
would-
at this.
I mean,
I imagine,
eventually you
yeah.
would develop calluses.
would they be down like right here by your wrist? Would the balls be there?
I think so. Yeah.
Because then you couldn't even rest it or anything. It'd be all sensitive and
Oh,
shit.
Wait, there's a hair in my food. I'm sorry, it's mine.
You have to be palm up,
You like
balls up.
you got like fucking wrapping fucking bubble wrap around it and shit. So you're not bumping it when you're sleeping.
No, you wear a banana hammock on
there
your
would
wrist.
there would be technology by today. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys would have thought of some crazy shit. That's all I'm saying.
And would you pee out of? Wait, what would be in the
Well,
dick
that's a-
area then?
But
If
you'd
the
be
dick's on the
regular-
hands,
Yeah, your regular dick.
so you
just have a
also
third.
have a dick.
Yeah, that's why. Because I got.
You have all these dicks
I
and a
was
dick.
thinking you could use your hand dick
You
to
have all
like, do the
these
stuff,
dicks and a dick.
but you don't have all three.
Right.
I mean, you don't have both.
You're
You
either
just
gonna-
have 3.
Your choice is either too many dicks or too many hands. And
What
obviously
is
you take
what
too
is
many
the
dicks.
dexterity of dicks though? Like at this point you don't have any fingers.
It just
So
comes down to, do you want more dicks or more hands? You can't have both. It's what it comes down to.
there's not much deck. I can't like pick up things.
But you could use
effectively
your
with
hand
the dick.
as a dick.
Yeah, but with
Use your hand now as a
technology,
dick.
I think with
You-
Neuralink that Elon Musk is working on, we'll
You
figure
can't use
something
your
out.
hand as a hand.
Prosthetically,
Yeah,
I'm not
'cause your
giving up my
dick hands
dick.
Don't have opposable thumbs, so that's
I'm not giving up my dick.
Yeah, it's
No.
good. Yeah,
Prehensile tails.
You can't drive.
Painted lady. I want
I
to
think
know
I-
the girl's point of view. Painted lady. Which one?
I think I can drive with my dick. I think I can do
What? What? Dick for hand?
that.
Yeah.
Or
just
oh,
won't use
I
my
know
hands.
I
I'll just use my dick.
hand for dick all day.
Hand for dick.
Hand for dick all day, because then like people can like you for the first time and they go down there and then you can be like surprise.
Well, no, I mean,
Surprise, I got
imagine
one.
being able to bring groceries
And
in.
they're
You
like,
finally
"Oh."
got
That's
free
what I'm
hands.
saying.
Right.
Hand for dick. I still got
Might
hand.
want
Imagine
to
being able to
upload
shake
it
hands
before
when
you
you greet somebody. You just flip your zipper down. and
He's
you
got
both
a bunch
shake
of
hands.
dicks.
Oh, but wait a minute. I guess if
And
hands
then
dick,
you
then there's
yeah,
no
and
dick.
then they're
There's
gonna
no
be
dick.
like,
That's what Spartan's
whoa.
saying.
There's no dick. Oh shit.
Right, there's no dick, just balls.
The only thing with to get
Hand.
around is how
So
sensitive.
now I
you are.
got 3 hands. I'm not
No.
3 hands.
Maybe the hand is
You can
just
make
as
it into a
sensitive,
dick.
though.
I thought you had 11
know
dicks.
that.
I thought you had 10 fingers and a dick, so it was like 11.
Yeah, you got 11 dicks. And like 22
Oh, yeah, you're
balls.
saying each finger. Now you're saying
You
each
said
finger.
22 balls.
That is a lot of balls.
Oh, shit. It's
Yeah,
like
man,
buying a bucket
you're
of
gonna have-
golf balls.
You're gonna have an
Yeah,
odor
yeah.
situation. You're gonna have some odor situations. You're gonna have to get good airflow, just like a grow room.
Your superpowers like Spider-Man, where you're like pew, 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 pew.
Ooh, that would be gross.
Ew.
Because you know that's the first thing some guys are gonna be doing, pranking each other.
Red just caught 50 years
Yeah,
in fucking
what did you
penitentiary
do?
with that little move.
You see it already. Oh, look! I bet I could get him from here.
Exactly.
Where's
Hands.
Baked with the gun sounds when we need
Hand
them?
for dick.
Yeah.
Is that the last question?
I've got a
Dear
bunch
God, I hope so.
I hope so.
I got a
Bring it
bunch
on.
of-
Bring it on.
Would you rather walk in on your best friend naked or have your best friend walk in on you naked?
Those are the same thing.
No.
No, it's not.
It's like seeing them naked or them seeing
Yeah.
you naked.
Right.
Would you rather see
Nice.
them or them see you? Oh, I don't care all day.
Bucky, come on in.
Well, they're the only one that's
My
going to
best
be
friend
embarrassed.
sees me naked, so I don't give a shit.
I was just going to say they're the only one that's going to be embarrassed in either situation.
I've been best friends with my best friend. Oh, because you're not. I've known my best friend for 20 plus years since we were kids. Like I've seen her naked, whatever.
Yep,
She's seen me naked.
yep.
Girls don't care as much about that.
No.
Usually.
I got another deep one for you. Would you rather have all of the traffic lights you approach be green or never have to stand in line again?
Every light green
Traffic
all
lights.
day. All day
Traffic
green.
lights
Yeah.
all day. Oh, my
I
heart
wonder
skipped a
which
beat when
one
you
has
said
that.
it.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
like
I just got happy when you said it, just to think that could be a thing.
It's fucking Shangri-La, isn't it?
Guys, but there's so many lines.
Yeah,
There
I
are so
would
many
say
lines.
I'm going
Joke-
lines.
The joke's on you. I was in the army. I'm used to standing in lines, but fuck that driving in the city
You
shit. I'd rather
imagine
hit all
Cedar
these green
Point
lines.
with that.
Okay.
that-
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you the reason right here. Bam! I can fuck with this in a line. I can't fuck with this when I'm driving, or I shouldn't be.
I've rolled joints and smoked with
Fair enough.
strangers in lines. Yeah, I can hang out in lines. We should smoke a joint right now.
No, I'm picking never have to stand in a line again.
Like
Because I like stopping at a stoplight and then fucking peeling out. That's
yeah, it's
fun.
like
Burning my clutch out,
driving
right?
is kind of my chill zen time a lot of times.
Yeah, I'll answer an email or a text real quick in between.
Or that's when I
something.
like talk to my friends and my family a lot of times when I'm driving.
Yeah. I don't mind the stoplight.
I like
At the
driving.
traffic
Yeah, then I'm sitting behind you,
phone call
and
at
it's
the traffic
fucking,
light.
and the light's
I-
green for 5 fucking minutes, and you didn't go because you're answering a fucking text on your phone. Yeah, that's
We're both screaming at you from behind.
I am very,
Damn it.
very.
I don't respond to
cognizant of my
emails.
situation.
That didn't come from a specific place, did it, Spartan?
No, that's what I'm saying. Give me the fucking green light. My Zen is going and getting to wherever I'm going.
Here.
I can't drive.
Would you
Sing it,
would you
Sammy.
rather have super sensitive taste or super sensitive hearing?
Super sensitive hearing.
Taste.
Super sensitive
Super
taste
sensitive.
is like fucking could be really, really shitty, man. Like if somebody's not a good cook.
Super sensitive hearing could be really, really shitty.
Super
Yeah.
sensitive hearing is awesome if you really like music.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be.
But
bad.
how
Hold on.
sensitive? Can I hear next door? Like how
Yeah, dude.
sensitive?
Like how? Like
Like
that
you-
could
like
have been
you-
like.
I was gonna say like DOG, but he's fucking deaf. Like a dog. How's that sound?
Think about like.
Well, I work in a grow room and it's loud. So
when
that
like.
Dude.
Remember when like John Lennon was with Chuck Berry and they were like jamming heavy, but Yoko Ono was there
Nobody
screaming,
remembers that.
screaming.
No, you want to talk about Screaming Red? Let's talk some
I
shit
wouldn't
about the
wanna
Dead
hear
real
that.
quick. I fucking hate Donna in the Dead. She just drives me nuts. with
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
solution.
Gotta hate
Every
on
time,
Donna.
Yeah, man.
Every
Well,
time
dude,
they do
because-
playing in the band, she ruins
because-
the fucking jam.
because
every time.
Keith was over there too, man, and Keith was back there like, let's do some drugs, dudes, and like, you know, the back end of the '70s just weren't the best with Keith at the helm of the
Donna
keys,
was a
dude.
true
Alright, so-
caterwaller, dude. Just
and
caterwaller.
Donna
man.
was just back there hackling
Guys are
away.
haters.
Nah, dude, it's a
I would rather be deaf and almost not hear Red's fucking clanking of the grinder
Yep.
there.
Well, I want to
it
shout out.
was so subtle.
I want to shout out to
You
Blue
think it
because
was.
she came out with the best answer. She's like, you can use earplugs. So yeah, I'll take the sense of hearing. I'll just wear earplugs.
I agree.
There's no way to like dull the like taste. I don't think.
Maybe eat a neutralizer.
Red, think of what the Gooches will taste like if you take the taste one.
Oh,
Good
In your
boy.
sleep, you won't be able to, you won't
bad
be able to
taste
block it.
will taste worse, won't they?
Taste it until next Thursday.
But I wouldn't be able to taste my cannabis.
This goes to
can still
chat. You
taste.
guys have definitely been with us through the whole thing, and we have not had any kind of fucking topic of any kind, and it has been an entertaining one. Hopefully, you've been in live chat the whole time,
Well, it's been entertaining for us at least.
for sure. Fun questions.
Brought to you by Lay's Layers, the
Brought
best
to you by-
fries.
My Lord.
Oleo. What was that?
And
Shit?
the
No, not
DFP.
Oleo. What was it called?
Olestra.
Olestra. There you go.
Olestra,
Good memory,
no
Becca.
leakage.
Certain
Brought to you
things.
by
it's real.
anal leakage.
Think of the Olestra with your fur,
Brought to you
Red.
by anal leakage.
Huh? If you get that big old pulley fur going on, you know, the long cords, and now you're eating Olestra. Because remember, you're an herbivore. We got to go through all these things, Red. You can't eat meat, so it's just you pooping the fucking horrible potato chips out every day into your fur.
And if you happen to roll into a Menards, get some.
Yeah,
Dubs-
Dingleberry. We didn't talk about the
Dubs-
Dingleberry
I
factor.
mentioned
Oh my
it. You guys
God.
cruised past it. Yeah.
Your furry asses.
Boy.
Man. Dingleberry's like fucking insanity. Oh yuck!
Loyalty said, "Thanks
My
for telling me about
scales,
this
that shit's
show."
gonna slide right off, and I'm just hose off. Psh, done.
Done.
Good.
And no one's going to touch your ugly ass scales.
Brandon calls
Not
us,
if all you're eating is
even-
vegetables.
rip
Even
off the
better.
table.
It's
The
just
fuck
gonna
away.
be
Fine.
on your
Even
legs.
better, he says.
It's gonna be in your crevices of your scales and stuff because you're gonna be shitting liquid because all you eat is vegetables.
Yep. You're just going to die an old, crusty ass armadillo.
What are
A
you talking
pangolin.
about? Now you're making up all kinds of fake shit that's not true, man.
Eat
My
all
scales
vegetables.
are fucking nourished by my awesomeness.
All right.
All
Well,
of this-
so is our fur.
No,
dude.
Yeah, like a snake.
Like
We
it's-
also
all I gotta do is-
take care of our butts.
Don't
All
forget
I gotta
the
do
fur.
is-
The fur
All I
cannot
gotta
be
do is smoke
chopped.
every day, and it powers my endocannabinoid system to keep my scales at top notch
And-
condition.
And the
Okay.
fur
Okay.
absorbs the smoke in which it
It absorbs
powers
the
it.
shit
It makes
when
it
it comes out of your
makes
ass.
it more fragrant with more terps, so we
Oh,
get
okay.
re high off of our own terps.
Ass terp.
Yep. We
That
get
would work.
our own ass terps. Regenerate our own
Aromatics.
aromatic high. Yes.
Man, I accidentally ate my cat's ass terps today. She kept sticking her hand in my
Did you get
water.
gooch?
She kept sticking her hand in my water glass, and I even sent Sequence a video of it. I was like, "Look at this bitch putting her hand in my water again." And then I forgot, and I fucking drank the rest of it.
Oh,
You didn't realize it until you had the kitty litter hit your lips when you went to get to the bottom of the
Oh,
cup.
and then I was like, "Oh no, that
The grains in the bottom of the cup.
Why is there sediment in my cup?
there wasn't."
you don't
thank
need
God.
you
Play
don't
the
need any
sounds,
more
dude.
booster shots for anything. You're doing it every day.
just
with
think of
your-
the macro,
Yeah,
the
man.
macro when the cat like
My wife
touched
and
her
I
hand
told
in the water and all. Like,
Come
the
back
germs-
through Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Bro Show Live and hang out with all of us. Have a great night, everybody. I tried to cue him up for the sound. Let's see if he hits it.